And please, as a reminder from last week,
I've gotta leave in 30 minutes, so.
it's okay, man. Just stick around while you can and come back when you're back.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be on the
You might-
fucking phone.
You might want to
so.
clear the fucking thing, the the chat messages, and then let
What?
us. I don't know, just so that
I
it's
mean,
empty to start
okay.
off with. Yeah.
Yeah, how about we do destiny points while we're here?
Yep.
Please.
I'm getting
Yes.
I'm getting some pomegranate juice. Hold on.
Hey, look at that! You get some lifetime points immediately, and 3 dark. Oops,
Ah,
hang on.
fuck!
Ignore that. I
Also-
didn't mean to flip the points.
This raspberry pomegranate juice, really fucking good.
How are we already starting off with that many dark? Just what the
Alright,
fuck?
got the music open for those who would
Even
like
more
to
dark
listen.
side. Man, some of y'all are just trying to fucking screw us.
Everyone, music is
Don't
working
choose what it
for them?
rolls.
We'll check in a second.
Use. Wow.
Wow.
We're getting vocal.
Somebody has some very strong opinions right now.
Wow, baby.
I'm bonking them with the empty Pepsi bottle.
You're doing it right next to the microphone?
I'm sorry. I think it's muted now.
Oh, I need a.
That was just us booting up RoboDog for the night.
Yeah. We have a Robo-Dog. Like, that's not even like a joke. We've got a Robo-Dog.
God, we've given Exile a lot of fucking points for tonight.
Get
Oh.
that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Hero reporting.
Now I need to resume the music, that's probably what happened last time when it stopped, was because we
Hey,
were
babies.
Let
The
me actually-
world is ending.
Probably. I dragged her up here.
Wait, I don't think she's sticking around. She can be the medical droid. You want to be a sassy medical droid? Think of a character.
Did he not tell you my idea of being included, but like not really, that I had?
I don't remember it.
I think
It was-
told me, but I forgot.
Being a mouse droid that was like a spy droid that was secretly a spy droid that just kind of ran around and bumped into people's feet.
Oh
That
god.
is a deeper character, but I can give you a mouse droid if that's what you want.
Is Leia just the ship droids?
Not all of them. I'm Len because Len's got story.
Well, yeah, Len's story character, but like, is Leia the other ship droids? Could she just be the other ship droids
Wait,
when she's around?
It's
Or
not
Leia?
like it's
Yeah.
Leia, and I was like,
I did.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Ah, what are you doing? Get! You better freaking get, boy. Yeah, you better run. Beat your ass.
All right. Are we all set up?
Oh goodness.
Yes, we are.
Oh, it shows Wait, your art is in the overlay. You're actually in the stream.
Yeah.
And it broke the overlay
What
because it's
now?
moving all the text to the wrong place.
What?
Oh, because of walkies.
Oh, I'm not even like in the game or anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
but
but you're in the
Discord.
Discord channel, so it shows you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you can stay in the Discord channel.
the
in there.
lightsabers look
Those
like
are-
cyan trash for the first
Yep.
bit.
Yep.
No.
And where Han actually shoots first.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Han did shoot first. That's the simple
in
truth.
the original. In the original,
No,
Han
he
shoots
didn't
first.
shoot first. He was carrying a P320.
Eh?
Yeah, you haven't heard that you haven't seen that meme?
No.
Han didn't shoot first. He was just carrying a Sig Sauer P320.
Yeah, he didn't shoot it.
It just went on.
Oh yeah, CPD just banned those from their officers. So
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
and
But,
he's
you know,
like, nothing's
also-
wrong. Stop staring at the gigantic dumpster fire in the background.
Taps
Kill
front
people,
sight,
kill
gun
people.
goes off.
Oh, wait.
But, ladies and gentlemen, let us return to the world of Star Wars. Last we left off, and I will do a little recap just because we're all very off topic. You guys had traveled to what your understanding was a unoccupied, or at least uninhabited system, not terribly far from Ord Mantell, where you had been told by Drek Vorn, one of Lyra's underworld contacts, that a group of fairly new pirates were currently hiding out, trying to find a buyer for some of the military ordnance they just picked up. Upon traveling there, you made contact with them and had a fairly amiable exchange on the ground. There was a slight side mission in which 2 pirates were murdered.
Dispatched.
We
Come
don't talk about that.
on. Come
There was
on.
a lot of screaming.
They were skillfully dispatched. Come on. Let's go.
I still suffer a little bit of trauma from that.
Well, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, the best part is Cade did not see this. He just heard everything from one perspective.
Muffled screams and the sound of
'Cause I
grunting. and then
love the imagining of just, you both were hot micing during that whole time, and only Cade heard. So Cade's just sitting there like, they're having a pleasant conversation with the pirate, and it's like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Anyway, a bomb was launched.
Could you
on that
imagine
first-
if I had if we had the linked helmet cams? You'd just be like,
Oh god! Oh god!
Mm.
It's like, Cade, why do you look like you need to piss? I have. In any event, though, you eventually agreed upon a proper price with the pirates, and after contacting one of your more valuable assets to arrange for the funds, they were wired over. The next afternoon, you met the ship in orbit and began transferring the supplies aboard, discovering there was a bit more than you'd originally thought. So if you guys want to take a look at Serendi's edge, the sheet, you can see the cargo brought on board. In the end, there were a total of 8 crates of proton torpedoes, 12 in each, for a total of 96. 15 crates of surplus blasters of varying kinds. 5 cylinders of baradium bisulfates, which baradium is what's in thermal detonators, for those who are less nerdy. 6 disabled pistol
packs. Basically.
6 disabled Pisoteca Mark II sabotage droids, aka buzz droids. And 2 deactivated SD6 Hulk infantry droids.
Could we reconvert the buzz droids back to their maintenance protocol?
I don't know if they ever had that, but you could.
They were maintenance droids that were converted to attack droids because they were easily deployable from the missiles.
Oh yeah. He's actually not wrong.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
yep.
Finding a place to stick a SD6 once fully assembled, it's completely disassembled. It's the only way you guys would have fit it on board. But yeah. Joining
The
Dum Dum
SD6
and
is
Len
the
and Thing 1
nightmare.
and Thing 2. And
A
the
chunk
MedTech
of climber.
droid, and R7 and 2B or not 2B. And the K9 droid and R5. There's a lot of droids on board already.
Fuck.
I mean,
That's what I'm
yeah.
getting at. So,
Lynn would
Some
probably
would say too
appreciate the
many.
buzz droids though.
potentially. Now, I have to ask, what is the fate of Boss Crate? If we go to the map, he's currently being locked in a room.
All right.
Last we left
First off,
we
is he
knocked him out, but
secured?
Well, here's the
For now.
question.
this is us going back in
Yes.
time 2 days before your run really finished.
Yeah.
What did you do
Did
with
y'all?
him?
Did y'all kill him or not?
No, we knocked him
Nope.
unconscious and held him captive.
I think that we should kill him, like, quite post haste.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to be brought in alive, and there's no bonus for it. So what's the
Yeah,
point of trouble?
Setting the scene, you're all standing in the conference room. The dude's unconscious on a table with Len standing behind him. You want me to kill him? I can he just kind of picks him up by his scruff. I can drop him again.
No, Len. There's no reason to kill somebody.
There's no
Wasn't the
reason to
bounty
keep
for
him
dead?
alive.
Wasn't the bounty for him dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't
So-
say anything about alive.
Why do we have to be the ones that kill him?
I mean, you don't
Well, I
have
mean, if
to.
we
has a-
want to,
She has a
You don't
point.
have- You can outsource to me.
Weren't we gonna hand the bounty over to your friend, anyways?
I
Or were
believe
we trying to take a cut
Drek said he would take care of him with the guild.
Yeah, well, give him a call and see what he wants then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, how far do we need the heavy duty comrade to contact him? How far out are we from?
You would be using the standard comms, but you can wire them through the conference room.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
And let me just bring everyone over. Where the fuck is everybody?
I'm still
For
in the
some reason-
pilot. I was trying to move myself, but I can't move myself right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for some reason,
And
me and
as-
Cross are over here.
And as I was walking to the
Right now,
conference
I've
room,
changed
I
it to free
grabbed my
movement.
I grabbed my pistol as I was walking to the conference room, not adding it to my inventory because it's a pain in the ass, but yeah.
Actually, the droid.
Yeah,
would
so
be safe.
he's just right there. Looking for Cade. There is Cade. Alright, so what are we doing with men? I'm calling
Me-
Drake?
No.
Yep.
Okay. The
It's his
Yeah.
fucking job.
holotable kind of just buzzes and pulses color for a few seconds before you see the familiar or two-tusked face of this very heavy, muscular-looking Daotan male. So, didn't expect a call so soon, Lyra. Oh, and you found the poor fucker. Is he breathing?
He is
Still,
for the
yeah.
moment.
Well, it doesn't need to stay that way. I figured out who originally posted that bounty, by the way. They don't want him
Here to
alive.
share.
Black Sun. Apparently, Crate here decided to steal some data off of them. That's how he found the convoy in the first place.
Well, do they want to make an example of him, or they just want his head?
They just want him out of the picture. He's not quite known enough to be an example.
Stealing from the Black Sun. What on earth was this guy thinking? I'm just gonna signal to Len to just break his neck.
Sounds good. You see his
No,
leg
this
just,
turns his head.
with a stupid amount of strength, lifts him up and just right down the table on his forehead.
That do it, Lan, or as I point my pistol at him?
He picks him up,
Oh,
shakes him a little. The head is kind of lolling at a strange angle. Think so.
Oh, you can tell the Black
Yeah.
Sun, they're troublemakers. They've been removed.
How much strength does Len have to break a Trandoshan's neck, though?
A
He's
lot.
a-
Holy
He's
shit!
he's a 3 brawn, but he's a droid. He just,
You gotta remember,
That's a
droid.
Trandoshan.
Yeah, but droids either have like a straight like geared or hydraulic mechanical advantage in Star Wars, right? So they're just stupid strong.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
a good point.
They're
Battle
dead.
fair.
Droid
also,
B1s are
Len-
weak because they got shitty fingers.
while externally Len does look very much like other LE series repair droids, you can tell he's got a lot of aftermarket mods in him. His limbs,
repair-
his arms
Plus,
don't
repair droids
match.
would have to lift heavy modules and stuff. So
Yeah. One of his legs actually, his left leg actually appears to have come from either a B2 or another similar heavy-duty battle droid. He's got some muscle in there.
I don't want to mess with him.
I wouldn't encourage it. Oh, he dropped this, and you see as he is just like laying on the ground, Len pulls out a data pad. It's locked. Who wants?
yeah, can you open it up?
Who's good with computers?
I might be computer, not created. Breathing computer.
Is the data pad locked, or is it?
Yes, it is encrypted. Drek meanwhile on the table's like, I take it I'll see you soon?
Yes.
Good to see you again, Drake. Yes.
Likewise. Stay safe. Last I heard from one of my contacts, Moff Vanko apparently had one of his underlings killed over some sort of incident with pirates.
I have
So-
no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
He killed him
someone's
for
been
that?
doing a
Oh.
good job. In any event, I've got things to run. We'll see you soon. Message ends.
You're gonna learn, kid, that the Empire doesn't forgive mistakes. And us getting away was a mistake.
Bit
Well said.
excessive, but
Yeah.
interesting.
So,
I reckon.
So, would anyone like to try and unlock this data pad?
I'll take a crack at it.
All right, it will be a computer's check, a hard difficulty, so 3 purple. While the encryption itself does not look particularly problematic, you are unable to find the password in question, though you can see that it is. You rolled a lot of advantages, so what I'm saying here is.
Do we not have like
You see a
EW
path to
suite?
success and you can roll again.
We roll again?
We don't have anything we can plug into to gain advantages on this or anything.
Well, he just rolled 2.
Do any of you have slicer gear?
I was asking if there's slicer gear on the ship.
No.
R5.
I don't believe so.
So I believe exactly one thing has that option. And it's on its way over.
Oh.
Because we did talk about this, I
excellent.
remember.
Oh, the droid.
Yeah. R5 does have
Ah.
slicer gear. It's not on his card, but I remember us talking about that.
Yep.
Let me see if I can just find that real quick. Gear. There we go. Network slicing uplink and slicer gear.
You know, I never understood why you regs hated these droids so much. They're quite useful half the time.
Yeah.
It's a whole different story when
So-
you got an army of them shooting at you.
Well, you
How it
went-
works is this
exactly.
technically makes it easier, so I will allow it to count in this case as a boost on the roll if you have the droid assisting. So you get to add one blue. And the difficulty is lowered, I'll say, because you did find out the type of encryption with that first roll, because you got a couple of advantages there.
Okay. We'll roll it one more time. With or regular difficulty and
One blue boost.
one boost.
Success.
And that is a success. And with that, I will unlock the article for you. Configure ownership, and I'll just give this to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Should just be able to see it in journals now. Boss creates datapad. I'd like to read through the, not quite the last words, but elements of them. Dum Dum runs away to do dumb things.
Is anybody else able to see the dice rolls?
Yes.
If
Or are
you're
they
not
hidden
seeing
today?
them, press F5.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
I assume a lot of people are just reading that quietly now, then.
Yep.
Really does suck that they they took some for their skip race.
All right.
Something about some Moth fucking wanting to expand patrols in the area.
Wait a second. That says there was 2 pallets of turbo laser components. And a working hyperdrive motivator.
Well, it's lost loot now.
No, that says it was sent aboard the gunship to Whispers, man. What?
Read the encrypted logs, you might find out what it means.
Oh boy.
So while we're having reading party, what do you want me to do with Trandoshan?
Store him somewhere where he won't start stinking.
Okay. You see him start walking off towards the kitchen.
Just dragging the body by the neck, I assume.
He's throwing it over his shoulder.
Hmm.
You find he's just holding it out in front of him like a dead rat. I think this might be the first time in one of my games I've ever gotten more than one player to actually read something.
My entire character is RP based. I kind of have to.
It's not essential, but...
I'm gonna start transitioning to my phone.
Okay. The day is yours to decide how you want to treat it.
Okay, that's a
Is this where we start going a little more open-ended?
And it is. Anything you need to say about the data pad? The information it contains?
Nothing that I want to try and metagame with. I'm just connecting the dots for myself and...
Did we make it aware that we were Drex contact when we were speaking to the Trandoshan?
No, you did not.
Nope.
You were intentionally vague.
That's what I thought. So he knew that we were the contact.
That's
supposedly.
why he kept asking, but he
Yeah.
figured you were being cagey, but you were them. That's the only reason they were so friendly, is they'd been forewarned that someone would be showing up.
Yeah.
Well, we kept shit hush hush because we also didn't know how far away the Empire was.
Yeah.
Never know who could do this thing. Guys, I'm gonna wait on Pocky to get back before we really decide what we're gonna do.
Well, one thing to note is if you want to pull up the galaxy map. So far, you're waiting on word from
Senator Organa.
Or Senator Organa, or more likely as people on where to bring the supplies. Of course, what supplies you actually want to hand over is up to you. You do have quite a few proton torpedoes, and you have craft that use them.
Yeah.
Your personal stockpile is 8 torpedoes. If you'd like to open any of those crates and use them for yourself, you can.
I would personally like to keep some on board for my ship.
At least 2 crates are damn sure.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to the captain.
Would we say how many crates we have? We have 8 crates total on ship.
Each has 12 in it, yes.
I say we keep 3 crates. Get rid of 5.
4.
You want to split it 50-50?
Well, yeah,
we could split 50-50 because we do use proton torpedoes for the Serenity's Edge,
Yeah,
and I
we use
believe
concussion.
most of our ships also.
It's not
Serenity's
like we
Edge
won't run
uses
into
assault.
more.
So Serenity's Edge uses assault concussion missiles. Whisperwind uses concussion missiles. and then Breaker of Dak and Stray Light use proton torpedoes.
Okay, so only 2 of our fighters use proton torpedoes.
Yep.
One of them is a bomber.
Which
Yeah,
is
one
why
of
I
them is a
said-
bomb. Yeah.
Said
2
keep
crates
2.
Yeah.
I would. You know what? Let's keep 3, so we have 1 extra for stock, and then we can get rid of 5, because we don't need 4. I think 4 or 3 crates is enough for the 2 starfighters that will.
You'll have
need
44
them.
torpedoes if you keep 3 crates.
Yeah, that's more than enough. I think, at least
That's
for
not
like
gonna
short
last.
term. Plus, like, there's always the possibility.
This is a free. This is a free rearm. The torpedoes aren't really worth a lot. It's the fucking iridium that is.
Yeah. Well, that was my other thought. Is like we could use that last crate or some of the other crate to make some fun stuff potentially.
We don't have the production means to make
And
anything
also-
with iridium.
And also
That, and I don't think
I'm talking
that
with the
means-
palladium.
Which things are you talking about then?
It was like messing with the proton torpedoes a little bit, like cracking them open, doing stuff.
You want? Oh lord.
I think we'd want to do that on a planet away from the ship.
Well, I'm not saying we're gonna do it on the ship. I'm just saying I'd like to have the possibility of, like, playing with them eventually for science.
Last time I heard that was during the war. It didn't go very well.
Yeah, sometimes risks are fun to take.
So,
Oh, I just read the 3rd part, or I'm reading the 3rd one.
Has everybody finished reading, or are we just
Yes.
waiting on Ghost?
Oh well,
You can start discussing. I'm perfectly fine.
Since we're waiting on a call from a contact of mine, maybe we should
Organa?
investigate this. I don't think I ever told you guys,
Yeah. Didn't.
because I had the private meeting in the conference room.
Well, also, one of the side deals is that Malice might have been on Alderaan on it during hiding.
Malice would be familiar with Senator Organa as they were helpful at a point.
Okay. But
No direct working relationship, but they
Yeah,
know each other.
Yeah, but y'all wouldn't be saying that out in the open.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't told the crew who my contact was.
That, and as far as y'all are concerned, like, my allegiances are still kind of up
in
there.
the air.
Yeah. All y'all know is I don't like the Empire.
Yep.
In that case, I think we should investigate this whisper. We all saw what was on the data pad as well, right?
Yep.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Also, we probably
Captain?
should take a stock of the surplus blasters, see what all we have.
We can do that on the way. Captain, give us a course plotted.
Yeah, I'm gonna go close this stuff real quick. Open up Serenity's Edge. I'm gonna move the bridge and plot us to the Whisper.
All right. You begin plotting a course for Haven's Shroud. We can hear your turn signal. That's about the loudest thing in your room.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't mute that.
I'm gonna ask you to.
Yep. I was just letting you know.
Immediately
What
upon
planet is this place on?
It is not on a planet.
It's a state. Oh wait. It's a fucking
Immediately upon exiting hyperspace,
Right.
you find yourself at the very edges of a debris field. The gravitational object you are bound to appears to be a rogue planet, a dim, dark rock, maybe not quite big enough to hold an atmosphere of its own, drifting alone through space, quite a good distance away from the nearest stars. All around you are the debris of ships from the Clone Wars. Burnt out hulks of acclimators and venators alongside munificence, a pair of recusants, and at the center of it all, looking somewhat more intact than everything else, a single Lucra Hulk battle carrier. Gaping holes ripped into its hull, hastily, or at least crudely, patched over in the distance. Its lights still on, beckoning in unsuspecting travelers. Haven's Shroud is a isolated station, forgotten by the Empire, known only to those who truly wish to stay away from, well, war, oppression, rules. Smuggler's Haven, a pirate outpost, and a trade port. There is no central control, so you try and call them in for docking, and you're simply told to switch to a ship that can actually land. So your own vessel is simply put too large.
During the how long was the hyperspace jump over?
It would have been just over a full day in hyperspace.
During that day, can we say we took stock of all the blasters?
Absolutely.
How many parsecs?
I'm not doing math, but it's going to be over 800. The map isn't fully to scale, and I'm not fucking making a compass so I can measure it properly.
Why not?
We don't need to. Time is the thing that they judge distance on, mostly.
30 hours in hyperspace.
You
4
gotta
units
get
of
sleep
fuel.
in, too.
Yeah. If you guys have any strain or damage, you should heal it. Enough time will have passed.
You're gonna have to do that for me.
I don't think you have any.
Nope.
The ship, I think, is the only thing that took strain.
Yeah, I think the ship is the only thing that took strain. I stressed it out a little bit.
It's okay by now.
Yeah.
Len's worked on it.
Yeah, we
Ironed
never
out the
took
kinks.
actual hull damage either. It was just strain and shield
Yeah, you lost
damage.
quite a bit of shields, but you were quick to reposition them, which helped a lot. So, they have indicated that your ship as a whole cannot land. Though the hangar bays on a Lucre Hulk are gigantic, it's clear they're not all open. On this vessel, at least.
Not anymore.
Or they're not pressurized.
Okay, so we gotta figure out what ships we are taking.
He'll break his leg.
He's breaking his legs?
I would say we just take the gunship.
Do we want a fighter escort in this very sketchy area?
We can.
I can get the Whisper Wind set up if need be.
It's another ship to keep secure on the ground.
I was going to say we need 2 people to stay behind instead of 1. They're smugglers.
I think
they're
taking
probably not crazy.
The gunship might be the most logistical choice.
Yeah. I doubt they would attack us when it comes to this. This is a smuggler's outpost from the looks of it. If they didn't want us here, they would have opened fire already. Some of those turbines.
Oh yeah, they would have made it more than prevalent.
Yes.
Can I roll, or what can I roll to like get a sensor ping on like the Lucre Hulk, just to see what's like
Ship
kind of
sensors, that will be
looks like-
computers or perception. It'll be a standard difficulty roll, so difficulty 2.
Okay.
It's a lot of shit in space to get a clear scan.
Yeah.
At Star Wars, that doesn't really matter.
No, it's more of like, you can kind of narrow it down, please.
Wow.
There you go.
What are you seeking to learn about this?
I'm just trying to see, like, how much of the weaponry on the Lucre Hulk is still operable. And
from what you can tell, the majority of the ship's weapons are no longer operable. However, you can see multiple laser cannon and turbo laser emplacements that are functional. While less than half of its original armament is online, it is still armed in all directions. The engines, however, do look disabled. You gather it probably still has station-keeping capability, but probably can't travel anywhere.
it looks like they have defensive armaments still active, but that's about it. Nothing.
The shields are also up,
crazy.
by the way. Not at combat strength, but
no,
they are up.
Yeah, but that's to protect the ship from the debris field.
I know, I mentioned it more to say that the shields work.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder how many of those hulks out there they have salvaged.
Probably.
Is there a place? Can I roll to see if there's a place for us to like plop the Serenity's Edge on, like another derelict ship that we can just lock or like sit on?
Sure. If you want to look around for something like that or on the planet, yeah,
I was
absolutely.
about to say, like, what do the other ships look like? Like,
most of the other ships are in far worse condition, and many appear to have been picked over pretty heavily. Perception or computers?
Yep. Damn.
So, you see what looks to be the lower rear half, or I guess quarter in this instance, of a Providence-class cruiser. Seems to be largely intact with a big enough flat surface for you to land on. Located maybe 90 to 100 kilometers away from the station itself.
Okay.
There are other areas that seem to be similarly usable for that purpose, but you do also see several other ships in orbit around Haven Shroud. Most of them are smaller, freighters, but there is a CR-90 kind of parked more or less directly opposite of it from you, slightly further away.
Do we want to leave someone on board by chance, or?
You'll have me on board.
That's fair.
And also, don't try and think that even though my Whisper Wind's droid is maybe Jedi, but she can still pull her weight. Sure, that then has.
Leave me enough droids to be gunners. I can shoot down anything except for that Corvette.
Honestly, if things are starting to shoot us, something's gone wrong.
If things start to shoot at us, I will take ship to the Dromo. Never mind, I'm not taking you there. To Null. I couldn't read the name.
All right, I'm gonna set up and dock us on that ship, the outside of that ship. Not dock us, but like land on there and get
Make me
ready.
a hard piloting check. 3 difficulty.
Hard piloting
Malice
check.
will assist with this to.
I'm gonna use a dark side point to make that a hard one. It shouldn't be.
Piloting space.
Interesting.
Add a
Help him
difficulty.
get advantage on that.
No such thing as advantage in this.
Ooh.
That sounds like a standard docking procedure, though.
We're not talking.
This is a
landing on space debris.
non-positionally controlled piece of space debris that's slowly rotating away.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars.
This is a neutral roll, as in every single thing is canceled out. So. Oh, I didn't mean to roll non-existent numbers.
2d67.
Yeah, D67. The ship takes 4 points of hull damage as while you're coming in for landing, the rotating piece of debris unexpectedly, at least for how you had judged it, takes a turn and starts raking across your hull. So the ship will take 4 points of hull damage from that. And that, of course, will add up.
That didn't.
And now the wreckage is moving faster and a little bit more chaotically.
We might just need to.
Yeah, we can just
stationary orbit.
let Len keep the ship steady.
Len goes, "What the fuck are you doing? This is problem. Now I have to solve. Oh, whatever. It's your fun, at least."
Oh yeah, always have fun.
Assist Len with replayers, please.
You'll happy retort with a strong tone of sarcasm from your droid.
Your droid always a smartass.
Well, you try running from the Empire when you're being hunted down.
Join the club. You're not fucking special.
I mean, you're the one that pulled my ass out of that fire.
Yeah, exactly. You should be grateful.
I don't know. Well, I'd say we get the gunship ready and let's.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting the gunship ready. I'm gonna move on down there.
As far as the Empire is concerned, we are all felons.
I'd much rather say that the Empire thinks we're dead, but
unfortunately, they know the ship at least is not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know they would have scanned the hell out of that ship and find your corpse.
1 second, be right back.
I might stay on board and help them with keeping an eye on things here.
This is gonna be.
Talk when you get back, I go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want everyone to go on this?
There's probably going to be 3 sessions of us on the station. Everyone should go.
Okay, fine.
I'd recommend everyone, yeah. Boarding up on the gunship, I presume.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not bringing K9. I'm just having him sit guard at the door.
Yeah. Boarding upon your gunship, with everyone boarding onto the gunship, you soon depart and make your way over to the station. A brief conversation with what passes for traffic control here directs you to docking bay 25, which is located in the starboard wing of the Lucre Hulk itself. You find yourself wiggling into a smaller berth, stuck between a YT-1300 with a fairly odd choice of a centerline cockpit and a couple of other small freighters, mostly Corellian designs, but you also see an old Rendili E-Star Drive engine unit attached to something peculiar going on at the front that you can only describe as a outer rim special.
What was he thinking?
You're met on the ground by a kind of portly looking Solonian man, and just kind of. How many of you know what a Solonian is?
Oh Lord.
They're otter people, for lack of a better term. Kind of portly looking fellow who kind of ambles over, is like, "How long you staying?"
Not long.
Okay, for the day is 150.
$150 credits for the day?
For the day. We'll also top off your fuel.
It's been a deal.
I'll pay.
Yeah, by the way, I updated your money to be your supplied funds plus what you had.
Okay.
You don't have the 30K still, but you were given a finder's fee.
You
So you
didn't
have the
change
bank.
mine then.
I did.
It's not showing. Still see 30,000.
Oh, I guess it only changed it on the fucking there.
There we
It
go.
changed it on the stat card. That's the problem with the tokens, is they're technically a separate sheet. It's a pain. In any event. You pay the man quickly, and he kind of shouts a few orders in a language you don't understand, and an Ugnaught man kind of walks over with a fuel hose, and they begin kind of take a look. Don't worry about the ship. We keep it safe for you. First time here?
Yes.
All right. What are you looking for here?
Looking to meet up with an acquaintance, or to meet an acquaintance.
Best head across town. Most people here don't stay. This is just ships, you know?
Indeed.
Anyway, I continue with this. He kind of moves off down the line where you see a Corellian tractor transport begins just kind of docking. From where you stand, you're basically in one of the large wings of the Lucre Hulk. This one is entirely devoted to docking space. You see a large number of ships currently docked, as well as some open berths, and a scattering of people moving about, as well as some heavy lift droids unloading or loading cargo of various kinds. You also see a not insignificant number of armed individuals wearing the same crest, which appears to be this kind of cerulean blue. It's hard to describe the shape. It's kind of this angular, almost wing-like shape running through a gray background. You're not familiar with what it means, and that applies to all of you. But you see a couple of armed individuals, humans, an Ithorian, a Deveronian, kind of a mixed motley group of people wearing this sort of crest as they walk around. You get the impression that either they're affiliated with the station, or they're the gang that currently controls the docks.
I roll an underworld check to see if I can recognize it.
Absolutely, you may try.
Okay. Make sure I select my token.
Might as well flip a light side. It's better to know who we're dealing with.
He
Just
didn't need
investigate.
to. That was one hell of a fucking roll.
That was a good roll. Looking closer, you identify that the logo is actually a sword. And while it's hard to see on some of the distance, the gray background is also studded with a single kind of yellow circle. So it's a sword in a circle. And you have heard of this iconography once. Iron Sun Corsairs. They are a pirate group affiliated with, but not a member of, the Black Sun Syndicate. Fairly diverse crew, known for taking in pretty much anyone. They're not really speciesist in the way a lot of other ones are. And they're considered a minor player. Powerful enough to be, paid heed, but not a regional power. They're a regional power.
So do they want to take Crate's body?
They don't seem to pay. They watch your group arrive, but they
didn't bring
choose
Crate's
to
body.
kind of stay out of the way. They don't seem
The
to be
body's
eager to
still
give you
on
any
the
trouble.
ship anyways.
Yeah. We're here to meet.
We didn't bring the body with us.
1 second.
We're here to potentially meet Whisper.
Feel free to talk. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Also, we arrived in a gunship, so.
Yep. I'm not surprised by the amount of guards, but who are these guys?
Affiliates of the Black Sun.
Should we be
Oh.
worried?
No.
Probably
as long as
not.
we don't mess with them and we don't break their rules, we'll be fine.
Sounds about right. Don't step on their toes, and they won't step on yours. General feeling. The scouting guilds work in a similar manner.
I say we're just waiting for exile so we can explore and try and find Whisper.
And I'm back. So yeah, I mean,
I don't know how we're gonna find them. This is.
You start asking around. It's a simple answer.
That could also get us shot too.
Depends, but yes.
From what you've been told, it seems that the accommodations and most of the actual business going on here happen on the other side of the ship. So you've got the better part of a mile to walk through these long corridors there. And you can see there is kind of a steady flow of people moving down towards the rear of the actual ship itself. And as you kind of step into the flow, you find that
area?
towards the rear area, towards the reactor's in the big ball in the middle, remember?
Oh, right. I'm thinking of the other ship.
Through the engineering spaces, though. After all, you can't just walk across open space to get to the other half. The ship itself appears to be in surprisingly good condition. While the outside is heavily scarred with battle damage and crude, hasty, and or just improperly done repairs, the inside is dirty and decrepit, and many of the lights are broken, sure, but the climate control works. The air is comfortable and clean. There's enough lighting for everything to be completely visible. For all the world, it looks like the ship's been fairly well maintained. And it doesn't actually take you long to discover why that may be the case. As you round a corner, entering into a major thoroughfare, you're surprised to see a group of about 7 B-1 battle droids.
Oh no.
Gathered in the corner, currently with tools in their hands, working on repairing some kind of power conduit that's currently arcing rather dangerously. 2 of them are just standing at the edge with their or kind of stereotypical E5 blasters, but the weapons aren't raised; they're at their side, and they're mostly just trying to keep people away from the obvious danger.
That's a rare sight.
No, it's not. The B1s you would have are commonly used. Were commonly used by the Separatists for multiple roles on their ships. They didn't use a lot of organics in the war.
I was saying it's a rare sight for me.
He's saying it in character, Hockey.
I'm saying it in character too.
Oh,
yeah.
It just didn't seem like it.
It's just because of how his voice is coming through.
Yep.
Oh.
I got the fruit fly, but at what cost? I'm covered in fly goo. It was a big one. Yeah.
Well, let's just make sure we don't get in their way.
Normally see battle droids anywhere. It's actually impressive that they have some working.
They probably took their time to reprogram them.
As you draw closer, the 2 droids who are standing guard kind of immediately stiffen up, like step back, and you realize they're staring directly at you, Alpha. And Cave.
Well, probably.
They kind of step back and they look at each other, but they haven't raised weapons at you.
Relax, clankers. You'd be dead if you wanted.
One of the droids, painted in a different color scheme, instead of the standard kind of beige color of Trade Federation aligned units, this one is gray with black markings and the faded color of yellow around the head. Kind of turns as soon as the others begin reacting negatively and walks over. It just kind of stands there and in a very human-like gesture kind of crosses its arms and looks at you. It's like, oh, more clones. Here to cause trouble or just going to cooperate?
If we wanted to cause trouble with you clankers, we would have already. You know that.
What does he mean more?
You're not the first one. Sorry, I almost went New York. You're not the. I haven't thought of how I'm going to do a B1. I got to work on that. You're not the first ones who've come through here. The last group decided shooting was the right response to seeing us. Glad to see you at least have heads on your shoulders.
Yeah, well, the regs can be something else.
Taking a lot of restraint.
Well, the war is over. It's been over for a fucking long time.
I'm surprised you can remember that.
Yeah, well, leader likes to keep us at least well informed.
Well, you were there, judging by your color scheme. I've seen you before.
I was here. We all were here. We try our best. We keep the ship working. Now move along. We're busy. Like, gives you side eye as you kind of continue on past him.
Do they normally have that much of a personality?
Depends on the model.
Not that I remember.
They've been given more freedom in their control computer, or they are completely on that independent loop and they've been given a personality.
They also usually don't swear.
Yeah.
No, which is rare.
That's impressive.
By the way, fuck has been said in Star Wars once, so I will be using the word.
Tarnish.
It's canonical.
Tarnish is honestly like intrigued by them a little as we walk by. Just like that's kind of cool, actually. Because the most he's seen is like abandoned separatist bases with derelict droids that just aren't working.
Yeah, these ones appear fully operational, in decent repair, and snarky.
Yeah, fun fact, kid, they can replace their limbs with a lot of other droids or magnetic connections. You can actually rip them off quite easy, too.
Well, that explains how they've made them into repair droids.
Now, their bigger brothers, the B2s, they're a little bit harder to take off their arms.
And they're in the programming of
Why
B2s.
do you sound like you've tried?
Because he has.
You get a little desperate sometimes.
You think through your question again, then go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just hear Miles just begrudgingly, because he has.
That's fair.
I mean, to the droid's credit, you'd already slashed the back of its shoulder.
Who wants to make a perception check?
I was going to ask if I could because I want to take a look around, see if I can see anything towards the back of the hangar.
You're welcome to.
I'll also make a perception.
I thought we weren't in the hangar anymore.
Oh, are we not in the hangar anymore?
You've reached kind of the end of the hangar and have started turning in, but you're still in that kind of area right at the end, so you can still see.
I have 3 advantages, but I still failed.
I want to see what I see.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of success. Cade and Tarnus, as you're looking around, we'll say for the sake you spot different things. Tarnus, you spot that at the very end of this hangar space is a separate kind of raised platform. Look at it about halfway up, and you see painted on the wall the same symbol you saw in several of those pirates who were kind of keeping watch over the docks earlier, as well as a cluster of individuals wearing the same equipment. Up on that raised docking platform, you see what appears to be an entire squadron's worth of Z-95 headhunters painted in black and blue.
The fuck did they get those?
Well, Z-95s are pretty common. That's actually
impressive.
A squadron's worth, especially if...
Also, we're in a fucking debris field. We're also in a debris field, so...
Yeah, and there's quite a few acclimators and other old Republic ships out there. They could have easily scrounged them.
These are notably not clone variants. These are the standard variant.
Oh, the post production. Ooh,
Or the
they
pre-war.
probably got these. These probably were bought black market then. Ooh, I wonder what upgrades they have. I say just like kind of
Nonchalantly.
intrigued. Yeah, intrigued by it more than anything else.
Kate, are you looking for anything in particular?
I want to kind of just get a lay of like how they have messed with some of like the paneling and like stuff around the floors and on the walls. See if they've like pulled any of the old like storage areas from the hangar up. If there's any shops of note and like anything that's like looking a little shady.
On this side of the station, not so much. The entire kind of cavernous hangar space that you're in appears to be as well maintained as they can manage. Most of the cover panels are still on the walls. There are a couple of places where power taps have been added for plugging in vessels or other materials. There's a couple of places where you can hook up water, and there's a few more fueling hoses than you'd expect to see, including some that appear to have just been long since forgotten on the ground and trampled into nothing, but no one's bothered to pick up. It's not exactly a clean place you're in, but as you're going around scanning, your eyes catch a little bit of movement out of the corner of your eye, and you spot a figure kind of leaning over the railing of a high, much like probably like 5-6 stories above you in terms of total height, like kind of observation catwalk that brings the top, looking down. You get the suspicion that they're looking at your group. But by the time you kind of recognize what you just saw and look back, you don't see them.
Are we still by the B1s?
No, we moved on.
You're still by them, we'll say. You're still in that kind of vicinity.
I'm gonna go back to the B1s and I'm gonna ask them how we get up to that section of the ship. If it's private or if it is just if it's open access and where I would go to get up there.
What is it, clone?
I need to know that balcony up there. Is that private access, or am I free to get up there? And how do I get up there?
My first recommendation would be stairs. And normally you just have either enforcers or the station admin walking around up there, but I don't think anyone will stop you. The only places you can't go are engineering and the reactor room. Don't go to the reactor room unless invited.
Somebody
Leader will
put a
not like
wicked
that.
personality in you.
Neither will the makers.
I'd really like to meet this maker of yours, or this leader of yours.
You see as the droid kind of like freezes up almost and like kind of looks nervous. Like a better term. Not important to you. Move along.
All right. You guys always serve better as a bucket of bolts anyway. And I'm gonna walk away.
And you serve better as a meat bag for dying.
Okay.
Why are you antagonizing?
I still have some droid poppers if you guys forgot what those feel like. I shout over.
Oh, why are you antagonizing the droids?
Ross, let's not get
They started it.
Did they start it?
Yeah, they got a little bit of an attitude I'm not a fan of.
You're in their house.
Yeah.
But to be in someone's house, you would, you're supposed to be homely, you know?
Like you feel like
They're
tug
also
on you
servants.
back towards the group.
All right. I think we should find some stairs. Let's check further back towards like the walls and the backside of this this hangar area. I wanna get up up a couple of levels.
Why? What? I thought we needed to
I
go
just
this
have
way.
a feeling. I saw something, and I wanna investigate.
Oh, Lord.
A little tickle on my spine.
Little tickle on your pickle?
You're
Lyra,
way in
what
the
do you?
background.
Yeah. Lyra, what do you want to do?
map
'Cause technically, you're leading this. We need to find the contact. Find the whisper.
I have a feeling that if we go where I'm wanting to go, we might just find who we need to.
Or we'll run into trouble again.
Yeah.
For now, though, as you continue to walk around this corner, you eventually find yourself reaching the actual kind of the central access way, and you realize there's a fairly large corridor, maybe 20, 30 feet across, large enough to move starfighters or cargo through that kind of connects the two wings going through the rear engine section, making it pretty easy to move through as you kind of just walk with the traffic. It's not terribly busy. You've seen a number of people since you got here, but far fewer than you would expect this ship could support. You guess, based on what you've seen so far, at least 1 to 2,000 people on the station. You're not sure how many more.
Okay.
This is a large station.
But Malistair, as the group continues this way moving, you gain the sense that something is not well. This ugly, kind of sinking feeling in your stomach. Something wrong is here. Something dark, dangerous. You can't quite place where it is or what the feeling is coming from. But there's something.
Does it feel like something in the force is tugging me towards
Oh,
something?
yeah. Or warning you away. But it's definitely you've relied on the force much of your life, and you know where the sense is coming from. You don't know what it is, but there is a dark presence on this station. Somewhere near the reactor room is your best bet, your best guess.
And that could be almost fucking anything.
Well, they
But
did say it would.
I will say,
But Malice
it
has
is
not said,
different from anything you've ever encountered before.
so it does not feel like an Inquisitor. I'm guessing.
I don't know if you've encountered those, but different kind of evil.
I wouldn't think you would have.
Somehow older.
Ooh.
Something older. Well, it could be a lot of stuff too.
Holocron, maybe.
Malice. Everyone kind of see Malice kind of like shudder a little and almost have his hand hovering near the hidden compartment where his lightsaber is. It is on his utility. Something does not feel right. I'm not too sure what.
This little ship station, whatever you want to call it, doesn't feel right with me.
This is something more enforced. Does not feel right here. A ship, no matter whose colors it originally flew, is still a ship. It can be used for any purpose after well, the CAS and the Republic became past tense. But this feels old. Not sure what it is, though. My rough guess is somewhere near the reactor.
Yo, those bots told us to stay away from the reactor room.
Yeah.
Something tells me that we might need to go look for some trouble.
I would say we don't, at least until after we've talked to this contact.
Oh, of course, of course.
Let's not get ourselves kicked off of here yet.
See if we can't get invited back there first. You know?
The droid did specifically say, "Don't go without an invitation." It wasn't a blanket "don't go."
That is true. That is true. He did say not to go without the maker or the leader or the master. The master.
Well, they just
The
said an
maker.
invitation. They
Makers
didn't
or leaders? They did
specify.
not say master. As you continue through and into the other side of the other arm of this long station, the presence seems to grow fainter. But now that you've noticed it, you can't unsee it. And you can feel its presence just kind of at the very edges of your senses. What is your force ability you chose again? You didn't happen to choose sense, did you?
I chose move.
Okay.
Speed
And that's
boost.
about all you got here. Just that there is something different and dark at the center of this station.
All right, well let's get moving. Let's go upstairs. Try and find a way upstairs at least.
You do find a staircase before long, as well as some long since decrepit turbo lifts. Begin making your way upwards. First story, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, 10 stories up, and you find that you're now at the top. This big catwalk that kind of runs the perimeter of the vessel, at the very upper edge, well above the hangar bay. Looking down, and now in this opposite side of the ship, you can see that there are docking facilities at the very far end. Most of the curve, most of this area is inhabited by what looks to be a large marketplace. Large open stalls, kind of with these awkward improvised walls placed between them. Almost like these. How many of you played Fallout 3?
Yes.
I
Love
How many of you
Fallout
remember
3.
the market in Rivet City?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
With all the stores and like the walls and like the chain link fences and things and like the junk between the different stores. Like that, but scaled up 50 times over with like 24 vendors.
Big.
You also see a large area where the lights are a different color. Kind of instead of the plain amber kind of beige, amber kind of color that the most of the lights are, these ones are various different colors. Pinks and blues and greens and reds. You can almost faintly hear the sound of music floating in from over there. And you gather it is a cantina or other sort of venue like that. Located likewise up on the upper levels, but further down and back a bit. Where you are now, besides the traffic below, you just have the series of crisscrossing catwalks, some going up out and over the hangar bay, others going into these side rooms and other facilities along the perimeter of the station. But you are distinctly alone up here.
What do you guys think? Move into this cantina?
I can take one of you if any of you would like to go exploring the market for anything of value.
I'm up for whatever.
I am flat broke.
Who would like to join
So I will
myself
go
and
to the
TC
cantina.
to the canteen? Okay. So I will take the Capitan and TC with me. And then I'm going to hand 1,000 credits to Tristan, to his character, to Malice.
All right.
Okay, Malistaire, add those to your inventory.
I'll take it away from mine.
Yep.
And then Cade and I will head towards the Cade, TC, and I will head towards the cantina.
And we'll send the rest of the group will head towards the marketplace.
Which group would you like to focus on for this moment, Exile?
I'm fine with either.
You guys want to do your shopping first?
Sure.
I thought,
wait
I thought you were going to the marketplace.
No, me, TC, and Cade are going to the cantina. I gave 1,000 credits
Gotcha.
to Malice to take the rest of the group to go find anything valuable.
Let's start with the marketplace.
In the words of How I Met Your Mother, let's go to the mall.
Heading down multiple flights of stairs, you soon find yourself back on ground level and see what is in fact, if it were on a plant service, a thriving open-air market. It feels like the majority of the station's residents and denizens and visitors are all kind of congregated here. And you see a variety of different storefronts, most dealing with mixed goods, various things of different kinds, without too much focus on an individual category. However, there are a couple of stores that immediately stand out. You've got Korix Blasters and Bulwarks, which appears to be weapons and armor. You see the Cracked Circuit boards, the Cracked Circuit, which is apparently a droid repair and sale facility. The Corsair's Cut, which is the primary supply dock, which is located near the far end of the market and is also the primary fuel terminal. Rust and Dust, a scrap and salvage vendor, as well as several other smaller ones dealing with a variety of goods. Give me a perception check also, Malistaire.
Any perception? Aye, aye.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Net neutral.
Yep.
Net neutral. Yeah. You don't notice anything out of place or of particular interest beyond what I've already described. The question is, what are you all looking for? And
let's
is
head
there
over
anything
to
you
the
wanna try to
droids.
sell?
I kind of want to see if they have anything that we could use to maybe get more than just one or two of those buzz droids operational. We didn't take stock of those SD6s. We don't know how much we're missing from them.
Very true.
Well, actually, in our time...
Enough time has passed.
Yeah, I was going to say, in our time transiting here, would we have taken stock of everything that we needed?
Would you have?
We definitely took stock of the blasters to see what we had. Because it's...
Would you have looked over the droids and saw what state they were in?
I probably would have looked more at the buzz droids than the SD6s.
Okay, looking over the buzz droids, you determined that 3 of them were fully operational and simply needed to be given new power cells, which you could manage. 2 of them had been partially parted out, and while they could be repaired, the parts in question are fairly essential. One's missing a droid brain, one's missing primary power cell. The final one is more or less just a shell, and most of its critical components have been removed.
If we could find a cheap enough droid brain and the power cell, we could probably get 5 of the 6 operational again.
Having a few of those droids for their original task would be beneficial for then.
Exactly. Especially make repairing any hull damage very quick.
That
And
is
it would
the
prevent us. It would prevent us from having to go walking in space.
both of the ST6s appear to have been damaged, but none of the parts are missing, and nothing critical is destroyed. With the appropriate repairs, both could be made operational with what you already have.
I was gonna say, so as far as we know, like, they could be brought online, like, after some minor repairs.
Yes. They appear to be basically just fully disassembled, and some of the parts, mainly the primary chassis, appears to have suffered some battle damage, but nothing insurmountable. Looks like the armor did its job.
Yeah, that. Can I roll a perception at the droid shop to see if they have?
Walking over to the droid stand, you see that there is a large kind of, unlike many of the shops which are built into this kind of like open air market in the middle, this one is off to the side, kind of the opposite side. If you've got the hangar doors on the inner sphere behind you, you're looking towards the outer rim of the ship, and this one is built into what appears to have once been a large storeroom against the side of this vessel. Walking inside, you see a whole line of different droids, most of them astromechs or other repair droids, all deactivated and sitting in rows. Most appearing to be in working order, though of various color combinations and different cobbled together parts. Sitting behind the counter, you see what appears to be a Sullustan man, and how familiar are you with Sullustans?
Oh, why are you having me bargain with one of those? Does he speak Basic? That's my biggest question.
Have you tried asking him yet, as he looks up as you enter?
Excuse me, sir. Do you happen to have a droid brain and a power cell by chance?
I have. Hang on, what's the voice we can do? I have brains for many droids. You'll need to be somewhat more specific.
A buzz droid.
He kind of gives you an odd look.
I've got no brains for those in supply. Are you buying or selling?
Buying.
I've got 2 operational Mark IIs.
Don't have parts for them.
If you've got them, though, I'll be happy to buy some off of you.
Would you take 2 Mark IIs that just need some minor parts and 1 shell?
I certainly could. I'd need to look at the droids first, though.
Sadly, we do not have them with us currently, but we could retrieve them.
We could easily make a trip back.
I'd encourage that. Always looking to make sales, and you don't get a lot of Clone Wars hardware running through here that isn't on its feet still.
It was surprising to see operational battle droids.
Oh, they've been keeping the
Quite a
station
few.
working all these years. You got B1s, B2s. Apparently there's even a few
What?
droidicas.
Where'd you find? Okay.
Oh.
They don't
I've
really
always-
mind anybody. They're happy with their little droid republic. Long as nobody messes with them, they keep the station running. They trade for pots.
They're good neighbors. Better than some of the
Droid
pirates.
Republic.
I wouldn't question it.
Oh,
They
I'm
just don't like
questioning it.
They just don't like anybody telling them what to do. Had a pretty negative experience with the war.
So they're just happy doing mundane tasks, keeping the ship running and hanging out.
Would you be happy fixing the door to your own apartment?
He's got a point.
This is their home. They're happy to share it with the rest of us, and they do most of the maintenance. Nobody wants to mess with them. Not to mention they're friends with the bugs, so...
The bugs? So are the makers their designers? Is that what they're referring to?
They're referring to a group of, What do you know about Geonosians?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can I roll for that? Just because.
Lore Outer Rim. Or no,
Yeah.
Lore Xenology.
Oh, Xenology. Okay. Not Outer Rim.
What are the bugs doing here?
Yeah, that's
Thought they didn't like leaving Geonos.
Oh.
You're familiar with them, but you don't know anything of particular relevance to this particular conversation.
Geonosians. Aren't they just...
They're cunning
Malistair, what are you trying to
bastard.
recall about them?
I'm just trying to give Tarnus what Malice knows about him. So,
What you know about them is that Geonosians are, while individually intelligent, they are a hive species.
a hive mind.
Individual sterile drones and workers, and a single breeding queen. They don't live particularly long.
No.
Any that would be here from before the Clone Wars would be ancient by their standards.
Yeah.
And
Well-
they shouldn't be able to live isolated from a queen indefinitely.
My friend, we'll probably come back to you with those buzz droids and make a good trade later on.
Sure. Is there any other droids you're interested in while you're here?
If I don't have it on display, I might have it out back.
Hmm.
You do see that there is a large variety of droids here.
So I'm guessing it's from R2 series all the way up in terms of astromechs that was used during the Clone
There's
Wars.
R2s through R5s. There's a bunch of R3s, actually, in particular quantity. There are some old, just maintenance droids. There's a couple of personal assistant droids, some of which with more exotic features. There's really quite a variety. This is my point where I remind everyone that sex droids are canon.
Yes.
Aye.
And that's why I
That
gave
is a
the
thing.
creds to the Jedi.
What makes you think? You know what? Never mind. Shutting up.
Never buy a used sex droid. You don't know what's been in it.
Ugh.
I'm eating.
Bad choice.
I was just about to go upstairs and grab a plate myself.
That's as gross as the conversation needs to get.
Yep.
Yep.
Do we want to take a $5 so Hockey can eat and Walkie can go get?
Yeah,
food?
we
Yeah.
can take a bio if you guys would like to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm all good to keep going. I can hear everything and do everything that
We'll
I need
do-
to.
We'll do a short bio all the same. Everyone grab your things,
Yeah.
go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do.
All right. In that case, we will be right back, everybody. I'm gonna run a 2-minute and 30-second ad, and oh, all right.
He says, "Good luck, fuckers. I'm gonna make money off you, bastards."
Yeah, well, the
Nothing's
fired it
going
off.
on,
V just
so.
fired it off. So, yep, I'll be back.
I'm actually looking through like R series droids, so.
I don't think 1,000 credits is really going to be a whole lot for you guys to use, but
I mean, we're already planning to make a potential trade with this guy.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, we'll
1,000
trade it for
credits on
sex
top
droids.
of whatever you guys have.
plus that an R3 unit shouldn't be too expensive, right, Exile? Or did he go
not here.
bio? Damn. Damn. He walked away quick.
Homie ran.
He probably had to piss.
Probably.
You were correct. I need to take a leak, and I'm back.
How expensive would an R3 be?
Let me check the list. And accounting for its secondhand nature.
Mm-hmm. Because of all the droids that I or my guy would potentially want, an R3 would probably be about it. I do plan to eventually upgrade starfighters, just not right now.
So, stock new astromech droid is going to run you 8,200.
Used, I can probably talk him down.
Probably a
Used, you'd be
stolen
looking
one
at
that's
30%.
Oh, that
It's
I'm
probably
not
a
going
stolen astromech too.
I'm not going to assume it's
You'd be
stolen.
talking about 2,500 credits.
2,500. That's pretty good.
That third price of a brand new astromech. You don't know what baggage that droid could come with.
What kind of trauma it has.
Yeah. You get a really cowardly one like Din Djarin got stuck with.
Well, that's where you wipe
Still
him.
came in clutch.
That's if he hasn't been wiped already. I would be curious to see what he has amongst his wares for that.
Well, what would you like to look for? Because looking among it, you see a wall that's effectively covered in remote droids of different kinds. In more simple units, you see a floor space that has a large number of industrial droids. You see a section with astromechs, a section with...
Is there any fucking training remotes?
Oh, the little remotes.
There are a couple basic There are a couple of basic training remotes. Yes, actually.
That'd be useful.
Yeah, for you. Ooh. Now that you said that, Scout droid. Are there any?
What kind? Because there's a large number of those. Yeah. And they come at different costs.
So I'm thinking more the small
flying or spider?
The flying one, the little hover ball.
So an SR series scout and observation droid, potentially.
Yes.
Those are expensive.
Hold on. I was gonna say.
Are you thinking of a recon remote?
That's what I'm thinking.
You do see a quartet of such droids sitting on a shelf near the back of the store.
There's also BD1s.
Those are presently listed at 200 credits.
200 per or 200 for all four?
Per.
What about BD1s?
Excuse me?
BD1.
All I've got is a BD10. I gotta look up what a BD1 is even. Yeah, that, none of those are currently for sale, because I don't have a fucking price tag for them.
You pointed the little bipedal thing.
They are really cute.
Oh, God. I mean... Yeah.
Let's be real, if I could have a droid, I might go for a BD1. They're really cute.
Yeah. And also, they're a fairly useful droid to have.
That's why I might hold off on the R series, but 200 for a little recon wouldn't be a bad deal.
It is cheaper than buying one new from a manufacturer would be.
Mm-hmm. And we could do it as a show of good nature, like with the whole we are going to be back.
I'm not the one holding your money you need to convince.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Malice does hand you 250
I
credits.
just need 200. The quick little purchase of a recon remote might make things a bit easier next time we go planetside somewhere.
Sure. Is that the one you want to buy?
Yeah.
You want to see if we can find some helmet-mounted cameras?
That would be at a different store.
Yeah, that's in the oh god, what's the name of that one store that's always in the mall that has those things?
The FYE store?
Stone or something? No, that's all right.
Since you handed me 250, Exile, could I? Ooh. Would I need to roll anything? This like. Here's 250
Brookstone,
extra
that's
for
what I'm
you.
thinking of. It's like you're looking for the Brookstone, yeah.
Here's 200 for the recon remote, and here's 50 extra for you to hold on to those buzz droids until we
Doesn't
come
have
back.
buzz droids.
You said he had buzz droids.
He's got. Sorry, my mistake. He's got a couple of buzz droids. Yes.
Yeah. Here's 50.
You keep that attitude up, you're gonna get robbed here. No. Keep your credits.
Okay.
Everything here is at face value. No funny business. No asking for favors. Just do it as it comes.
That's fair. Practical business.
Anything else you'd like?
Do you have
Any
any
of y'all
trainer remotes?
Yeah, I think I got a couple out back. What kind? Just kind of standard,
Yeah, just standard trainer remote.
I got a couple of Marksman H's. They're a little bit more than the Recon droid. They'll run you about 250.
Okay, I can deal with that.
All the money spent on droids. All right, you will get a Marksman H combat training remote. There you are.
Also, Waya, thank you so much for the follow.
Wait, how much was the marksman?
250.
350.
350.
No, you said
350
250.
is total value. You bought it for 250.
Hmm.
Again, things are a little cheaper here at different prices.
Yeah, very true.
AKA, I say what it costs and just accept it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said 350, so okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's
That's the normal price.
That's
of it,
the
yeah.
sticker value.
Yeah. We bought it at 250, so we still have about.
So it's really
Meanwhile-
127.3.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back on the upper levels of the station, I think it's a good time to swap over.
Mhm.
Moving along, you soon find yourselves before the. To call them doors is slightly generous. The hanging curtains that separate the Rusty Crown Cantina from the rest of the actual station. Walking inside, there are some similarities to how Drek's place is arranged, though it is distinctly different, distinctly wilder. Nothing matches. Most of the furniture is made of mismatched parts welded together awkwardly in the shape of whatever kind of seat was determined necessary at that time. You had chairs of all different sizes, mostly without upholstery. Tables made from bent over crates that have been kind of folded and re-welded back into shape. There are a couple of slot machines. There are a bunch of sabacc tables currently playing games of varying stakes, and you see holoviewers on several of the walls which show different sporting events, as well as several pod races, including one on Tatooine and one on Terrace. Well, as a swoop race on Terrace, currently being displayed with apparently no formalized betting ongoing. A few people, a few different aliens and humans kind of glance up from their tables as you enter, but glance back down, not seeing you as being of particular interest. It's a chaotic, noisy atmosphere. It's a chaotic, noisy atmosphere with a large number of people just kind of milling about. Drinks are being served. Food of various forms seems to be on offer based on, if nothing else, the smell in the room. A lively, if surprisingly subdued, location. It's about here you kind of take notice of another faction. Rather than the droids and the bugs and the corsairs, you see a couple of individuals wearing full combat armor. Most of it appears to be old clone gear. Stripped down heavily, and based on the visible faces on several, none of them are clones. Armed with DC-15 blaster carbines. These ones have a kind of very plain insignia, a black background with a white outline of a Lucre Hulk on it. They seem to be ringing the perimeter, acting as enforcers for the station at large, perhaps. They don't seem to pay you any additional mind.
Was that it?
I stopped talking, so yes.
I just want to make sure. Can I do a perception to see if anybody continued staring at us more than normal? As if they were waiting for someone?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll make sure I can see. And... no, I'm not going to do that. We'll just roll. Completely neutral again.
Yeah. Seems to be...
no, one advantage.
Yeah. Looking around, you don't see anyone that immediately catches your eye, but you do see several individuals who seem... 1 second. You see a couple of individuals who kind of catch your eye, but no one particularly exciting. You see kind of a middle-aged human man with a pronounced widow's peak and his kind of scruffy black hair and beard, currently smoking on a cigar of some kind, and, well, playing a game of sabacc. You see a very dark-skinned, almost black-skinned Twi'lek man, currently apparently whispering something in the ear of a Zeltran woman at another table. And sitting at the back, leaned against a wall, you see a cloaked figure with a very tight mask of some kind. It's vaguely humanoid shaped face on the mask itself. But the body is distorted just by the bulk and the way the clothing falls. It's hard to tell exactly what they are. I'm going to give you kind of a casual look from the corner, but seem to be waiting for something else. No one directly seems to be paying any mind to you.
I'm gonna go to the bar then.
Walking over to the bar, you see that a Basilisk man is currently serving drinks to a variety of different clients. Those are order first.
The house special.
All it is. Quickly hands you a glass of somewhat pungent but not repulsive, kind of heavy lum style ale. That'll be 5 credits.
I'm gonna hand him the 5 credits.
Yep. Taking a swig, it is kind of what you'd expect for this type of drink. Cheap, possibly locally made, but not dangerous, based on taste alone, at least.
Keel's over in 36 hours.
Exactly 36. It's like clockwork.
What's Cade doing?
What are you doing?
I would like to first I would like to go and order a drink at the bar. Preferably any type of whiskey that they have mid shelf.
Got some Corellian.
Okay, I'll
8
take
credits.
okay, I'll hand him the 8 credits.
It's a pretty bog standard Corellian whiskey as far as they go. Nothing fantastic, but pleasant.
And then I'm gonna start walking around the inside of this cantina and kind of like trying to see if I can spot anybody that looks a little bit like the person that I saw on the balcony. I know it was pretty high up and it was only for a second, but I'm gonna try and see. Move out of the way. There, boom, boom, boom.
Let's go.
You see a fairly distinctive person kind of glancing over you, but seemingly waiting for something else. A black-clad figure leaning against the back wall, clothing kind of spilling around them. They're generally humanoid shape, heavily distorted and hard to truly make out. The head within the hood, covered in what appears to be a very tight-fitting mask of some kind, with very few distinguishing features of any sort. Their eyes completely invisible behind the visage of this mask. They seem to look at you and nod with understanding.
I'm gonna move over and I'm gonna stand, like not like directly next to them, but kind of like near them, and within a speaking distance. And I'm gonna ask if there are any whispers to be spoken of around here.
They respond kind of this low, very controlled voice. There are always whispers to be heard, if you can keep your ears open to them. You're the pilot, are you not?
I am a pilot.
I'll find you when all of your friends are back together. For now, enjoy your drink. Enjoy the peace. This will be a test for all of you.
Fucking Cade over here skipping the mission.
I wish to know what you're truly capable of. And more so to the point, how you act and think. I'll find you when the time comes. Now leave me alone for the moment.
I'm gonna slowly make my way back to the bar over by Lyra, and while I'm on my way walking over there, I'll turn off the the mic in my helmet, and I'm gonna relay all the information I just got to Alpha.
Well, that's interesting. As I quietly speak who Cade just ran into to the guys I'm with.
Yeah, as you're finishing up your droid shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, notice as you get back over to Lyra and you kind of look back at the individual, they're gone.
Oof. My bad, my headset just died there. I can hear you guys again.
They're gone, I said.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, by the time you made it to the bar, poof.
Oh, okay.
They have vanished into the crowd.
Well, instead of explaining or pointing at or not even like pointing, but like making a note of direction to Lyra, I'm just gonna explain that I think I found the person that we're looking for, but I think that they're looking for us in not good circumstances.
Let me
We
guess.
should definitely be prepared.
Black hood, mask, sitting in the back.
Little bit of a shady figure. Yep.
Everybody in here is shady, Cade.
Some more than most.
I'm gonna turn around because I've been facing the other side of the bar, like into the wall where all the drinks and shit are. I'm gonna turn around this time and just keep an eye on everything behind me.
Yeah. You don't see any immediate threats to you or your person, but what are you wearing right now?
I'm still wearing my normal robes.
Okay.
You
So-
took away my normal clothes that I could have worn.
We could talk about that. You're a little fancier than much of the crowd here, but not to the point where anyone seems to be sizing you up as a mark. That and traveling with an armored individual like Cade seems to be.
And a
Strong
red and
enough-
black shiny protocol droid.
Yeah, the shiny protocol droid honestly is getting more looks than you are. Most things
Okay.
here are pretty worn down. Back to our folks on the ground. What are you doing?
Anything else y'all want to go looking at?
This is your time to fill them
Well-
in, by the way. Hockey.
I don't really have anything. Ow.
I meant like what you were told by Cade. So they don't know what's going on yet.
Apparently there's some kind of test waiting for us.
Lovely.
Our pilot found the individual, but he's allegedly disappeared. Seemed shady, wearing a mask and a black robe. Shadier than most.
I suggest we be on our guard. Let us go find those flashlights that you were talking about earlier.
You know,
I don't think it was flashlights. I think it was cameras.
I think we should maybe move on from this place. We've got bugs, droids, and now this mysterious motherfucker. Recipe for a disaster.
Speaking of the bugs, I was thinking about it.
I'm trying not to.
Don't the Geonosians not live for very long?
No, that's why they get put in hibernation. That was part of the problem when we were clearing out the caves down there. We kept getting ambushed by these warriors that kept getting woken up.
Well, maybe the ancient evil you're sensing is a queen. It might be one in the
Wouldn't doubt
reactor
it.
room.
Maybe.
But I don't remember them
don't
being
know.
force sensitive on Geonosis.
I never fought a Geonos, and on Geonosis, that'd be more one of the older
No, you
Jedis.
weren't there. Be nice if we knew Kenobi or Clone Plo was still kicking around.
It'd always be nice if Master Falcon was around.
So it sounds weird to say Master Coon, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's
so
hard.
Eric Cartman was the Coon. For the South Park reference.
Exactly.
Exar Coon, no. That's a whole different level of no.
No.
Yeah.
Exile.
Yes.
Can I make a perception check to see if anyone's taking note of us? Like,
Are you still in the market? Are you still in the droid stall? Are you moving on? Where are you at?
Moving on.
We've moved. Yeah, we've moved on. I guess we're heading towards where our friends are.
Yeah, as you begin heading up, I won't make you make a perception check for that. Nobody seems to be giving you concerningly close eyes. There are certainly people kind of clocking your presence, and some of them even track you as you move by, but no one seems to be doing so with nefarious intent or following. Just kind of acknowledgement of new faces. You soon find yourselves returning, or rather, rejoining your friends in this upstairs cantina. While crowded, you are able to find yourselves a table on a quieter side, kind of away from the main bar. It's dimly lit, and the scent of spice and the various
Buy some death
odors,
sticks.
100 different species filter through the air.
We don't want any death sticks.
And I want to
go
sell you
home and
death
rethink
sticks.
your life choices.
Oh, God.
For anyone who doesn't know, and I know you all know, but for the sake of the stream, the guy who says, "Want to buy some death sticks?" to Obi-Wan is named Elon Sleazebagano.
Is it Sleaze Bagano?
Yes.
That is his official Star Wars name. And yes, he did go home, rethought his life, and things got better. There's a comic with him.
Oh God.
Yep.
Kenobi out here creating story arcs.
Well, he
So it's
was the negotiator and the troll for a reason.
Yeah.
Elan Sleazebagano.
Well, assuming we don't make any enemies of this place with whatever test they're going to do to us, I found a buyer for the 2 not fully working droids in the shell, and we might be able to replace them with 2 fully functional buzz droids in return.
That would be handy.
Give us 5 total. Len would probably appreciate the help with repairs.
Well, they're a lot smaller and easier to clamber onto the hull than in our series.
And we wouldn't have to worry about Dum Dum going into fucking corridors and
Or getting
ventilation shafts.
We might actually be able to decommission that droid.
We might still keep him around just in case.
He's useful for comedic value at the very least.
Maybe we tie a tether to him and punch him out the airlock.
No.
No, you don't do that to the little Spock. Or what little Spock he has.
Knowing him, you'd think it was fun.
Or he'd get terrified at us.
Yeah.
I just had a very left field thought.
What was that?
If droids had a religion, would they be creationists?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, they almost have to be.
Yeah, because they literally meet their makers most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's interesting.
Oh. I guess I'll take a look around the bar while we're sitting around the cantina while we're sitting at the booth. Do I need to roll or no?
What are you looking for?
Just taking in, like observing.
You see much the same as what was seen earlier. They kind of... There's probably 100 people in this cantina at this time.
Mhm.
Most of which are engaged in quiet conversation at the sides and the booths and tables. Others are having a better time, kind of sitting around playing sabacc or other games of the aims. Others are placing bets with one another. There's more sitting by the bar. It's an eclectic mix, mostly human, but with a large proportion of alien species present. You see a couple other Duros. You see a Togorian. You see a Toydarian. A couple of Twi'leks, an Aqualish. It's a diverse crowd. As you're kind of surveying, looking
Go
around
ahead.
the bar, nothing really catches your eye, and you look down and see a folded piece of paper sitting in front of you.
When did this get here? I guess I'll open it.
It says Western Catwalk above your ship.
Well, we found the meat place.
Let's
I
let's do it.
I passed the paper over to Lyra.
The writing is interesting. It's incredibly mechanical looking. Almost like typeface, but it is handwritten. You think.
Can I roll as analogy to see if I can recognize what kind of species that have a handwriting like
you
that?
may do. That would be a very difficult check.
I'm gonna use a light side point.
Okay. We'll still. It will be standard difficulty instead of hard instead of daunting by doing that. So that's gonna be 3 purples.
Okay. There we go.
Oh,
4 advantages.
Fortunately, you gather that they're able to use a standard writing implement with extreme proficiency. But it's hard to determine what sort of species that is from that information.
I say we should go, but maybe let's not all sit in the same vicinity while we walk in.
Well, it's a catwalk, so some of us could hang back.
Tarnus, did you bring your rifle?
I did.
I
never leave home without it.
I motioned to the barrel just right behind
The
my
large
shoulder.
rifle slung over his shoulder.
Yeah, I was more asking just Ghost in general.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
Yes, he would have had it on him.
Tarnus, you and Cade should go together and find somewhere you can keep an eye on us and the catwalk.
We'll have to find a spot where we won't get seen too much by the guards. I doubt they'd want us aiming rifles.
You not necessarily have to have your weapon out.
Well, that's true. Cade and Cross do have comms together, so...
Malistaire and Cross.
I also... Go ahead.
Yes?
Go ahead.
I want to radio the ship and brief Len. Let him know that we've potentially found the contact, and things might not work out in the best interest. So we possibly
When's
get ready
anything
to
planned
boot
go
out.
perfectly? Everything's broken all the time. Stay alive, have fun. I don't care. Enjoy it. Better than fixing. Dum, get out of there! I must go. I don't even want to tell you.
Oh God.
Alice just sees
Alrighty.
the look. Just feels the
At the end of the campaign.
slight shudder from Cross, or not Cross.
Cade.
Cade.
Yeah.
Wonders what the hell happened on the ship.
Plot twist: Dum Dum is the BBEG of the campaign.
Fucking damn it!
God. Oh God.
I knew it. Little bastard.
It was him all along.
The only thing I can say is the BBEG is Palpatine. So
Oh no, Palpatine, but reskilled.
reskinned Palpatine. He's actually a droid.
No. Here we go. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Oh God.
He got stuck into a fucking dumb droid.
And yes, Ghost, I did just have to use the pink skin space girls. And boys.
No, our final battle.
Somehow Palpatine returned, and all you hear in the background is.
Stormtrooper.
Hooray. All right, hey, let's knock it out of hand with those. Let's try and stay on task. So, are you heading out?
Yes.
All right. You begin making your way
First,
outside,
and then we're gonna follow back.
You're gonna what?
Cade and Tarnus are gonna go first, and then we'll be about a minute behind them.
Okay. The two of you head outside and begin heading kind of... The canteen itself is on the back... It's on the outer wall on the back side, closer to the engine, so you kind of begin walking out front. It would be to your left to go around this platform. The catwalks themselves are largely empty. There's a couple of people moving about, and you see kind of a universal sign for lodgings and an arrow pointing upstairs, as well as one that you're pretty sure is a brothel at another staircase a little bit further down. You also see one that simply says Station Admin, and this door is on the opposite side as you're walking through engineering, leading towards the bridge of the ship at the very top of the reactor sphere. Outside of that door, you see two of those individuals wearing the same kind of full combat armor with the black and white logo with the shape of a Lucre Hulk on it. Walking past a little further, you see your ship down below you, and as you keep walking, you find yourself on the primary catwalk above. Looking down, the ship is probably 100 feet or more down from you. And you find kind of this side room with the door open. It's lit. It's maybe 20 feet long, 10 feet wide. Almost like a storage unit, just a plain rectangular room. Standing near the front and clearly trying to be visible and not creepy about it, you see the same kind of, you see a cloaked individual, which you've heard me describe 3 times now, so.
Yep, yeah.
Well, your friends.
They'll be along shortly. They're just behind us.
Your caution is acceptable.
I'm gonna usher Tarnus also into the, like, walk into the room and wave him in.
Well, we were gonna.
Next time we will find a place with proper seating arrangements for a meeting. But for now, this will work.
As we walk in the room.
No. I wait by the door for the others to show up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just step inside the room as he's talking, and I want to take a quick glance around and see if there's any possible parts in the walls or any misarranged floor panels to suggest that there's another way to get into this room.
You do see a large panel on one of the walls has been removed, and you can see partially exposed electrical conduits kind of pulled apart, and a power tap going down to what looks like just a lighting fixture on the ground, like some sort of lamp. Nothing that implies another way in or out, and the door itself, as you walk through, you see appears to be kind of rusted open.
Okay, so it's just stuck open?
Yeah. You also note,
as far as I can tell.
Because of the angle of the roof, you can only look into the room if you're on the catwalk. From anywhere else, you would not be able to see into it.
Okay.
So it is fairly private in that regard.
Is there any way, or is there another catwalk across the hangar from us?
There is, however, because of the shape of the hangar itself, it's probably 3 stories lower than yours.
So we're not going to be able to see in. Might as well stay here.
Yeah, I think it would be best for us to watch the door, if anything.
Yep.
The rest of you are heading over now?
Yep.
Okay. You soon make your way to the same place, seeing the same figure. Kind of nods as you enter.
With everybody here, I'm surprised you actually took my invitation at face value.
I'm actually getting a wicked headache, so I'm gonna jump off myself. It's
Very
not
well.
getting better.
Sorry to hear that. I'm surprised you came immediately. I would have thought you had dropped the poor bounty off first.
There's no need to rush with him.
I'm certain there isn't. As it stands, I expect you to stay here for a time. You're an interesting group of individuals. Caught wind of you back on Ord Mantell, decided to see what you were about. Buying weapons from pirates, not paying the pirates, and blasting your way out of an Imperial patrol is certainly a way to make an impression.
Some things just work out that way.
Indeed. Any friend of the Empire is worthy of being a friend of mine. The question is if you're worthy of being an ally, or an asset.
Did he say friend of the Empire or threat to the Empire?
I meant to say any enemy of the Empire is a potential friend of mine, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
I might have
That,
misspoken.
Yeah, that makes more sense. My hand was instinctively
Not
going
pro-Empire.
towards
Distinctively not pro-
Blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mouse would instantly.
My
for the
error.
fucking-
I understand. I repent.
The hand was going towards the blaster there.
And lightsaber was also getting fucking reached for.
You wouldn't want to bring that blade out here. You'll draw all the wrong attention.
I think
And
they were
yes.
joking about that exile.
I know, but
Yeah.
just
Okay.
even on reflex, he would say, this individual would say that. You're an interesting group. Diplomats, paraclones. Not sure if I know much about you, Duros. Traveler, explorer, perhaps. You got that worldly look.
That's accurate.
And then there's the most interesting individual in the group. The individual says, kind of turning towards you, Master. Few of your kind would keep Kyber on them. Too much of a tell. Especially when it's still in a blade. Be cautious. This is not a safe place for Jedi to be hiding.
The galaxy isn't as safe as it once was.
Certainly not. It's been quite some time since the Jedi truly thrived, long before the Clone Wars. Perhaps there will be a day they can thrive again. But that will remain to be seen. Do you have something you wish to say?
Do I sense any Force presence with this character?
Do you kind of reach out and try and feel them? They are present but ambiguous. They don't seem really particularly different from any other individual. You don't get the impression that they themselves would be Force sensitive.
So they're
or
not
aligned in any
masking.
way.
So they're not masking themselves.
Not in any way that you can tell. They just appear like a regular person, as far as the Force is concerned. Perhaps, no, definitely, a little bit more than nothing. But not someone, not in no way like a Jedi, or someone who could be trained as such. Potentially someone, though, with a little bit more capability than average. But it's really hard to tell.
But he is not the fucking old, like almost ancient fucking presence that he's felt.
No, distinctly not. You can still feel that presence down below and roughly in the direction you're facing. As you're feeling this, you see as the individual cocks its head, like, I thought you'd feel that. There's something corrupted at the heart of this station. It's been there since the war ended. Perhaps longer. The bugs, have gathered round it in their own desperate attempts at a future. The station administrator wants them gone. The pirates want the station working. The droids want their gods to live. One single action could change the fate of everyone here. Your test, your trial, is to make such an action, to follow that path, to make your own decisions as to what should be done. You're enemies of the Empire, which makes you of note. But I wish to know where your hearts truly lie. If you succeed, I'll find you. And there's much we could do to further our mutual goals of laying the Empire low.
And I assume the Baradium has something to do with that.
If you're still offering to sell, I'm still willing to buy.
I believe we could part ways with some of it as I'm looking towards Cade.
I think we could manage offloading a little bit.
Let me be reassuring. I have no intention of causing collateral damage with such materials. It would not serve any true purpose.
How much is this? How much are you looking for? Like what?
I would prefer all of it. I'm willing to offer 12,000 for that now. I doubt you brought it back with you. And I can arrange someone to take the crates off your hand if you need to bring it back from your vessel.
I think we could do. I think we can do an even 9, and we'll do 3/4 of what we have.
You wish to sell. Also, you have 5 containers.
Yeah.
Would you?
So we'll sell.
Please choose a fraction I can work with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll give them 4/5, and we'll go for.
Well, let's see if we can negotiate that first.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm doing. Is like
I do have a deal that I want to make on the station, so we've got to make a run back to the ship anyways.
Yeah. I would. We have 4 crates that we can sell for about 10.
Got a plan for the 5th, I see. Very well. Your offer's fair enough. I would accept. I'll have a You'll look for a Gamorrean man. You'll find him when the time comes. He'll have the credits on him and take the containers. Wouldn't do me much good having you haul them all the way up here.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Is it just the subtle kind of nod as the body leans forward slightly, almost this very almost stunted bow.
I will repay in kind, and I'll give him the same kind of bow.
Respect is earned, respect is given, respect is learned, respect is taken. In any event, you've been surprisingly open to being given such a vague task. That does mean this relationship might go quite well. But if you're confused, do speak up. I'd like to ensure we're on the same page.
Where do your allegiances lie?
That's a complicated question with no straightforward answer. My allegiances lie with choice. The Empire enforces but one choice on all. That of fear or death. Not one that I would support either answer to. The burgeoning desires of rebel groups to bring back the Republic is more promising, as far as I'm concerned, though I've yet to see any concrete efforts, nor anything that would risk success in that regard. The fuck am I hearing?
I don't know. I heard it too.
Yeah.
This is like fucking gambling
music
music mix that's gone through. It sounds like fucking Super Mario Sunshine.
You mentioned choice. What are you wanting done with this station shift, whatever you want to call it?
Haven Shroud is a unique, well, perhaps not unique, but interesting location. The old and the new meet here in a most fascinating way and interact in a inefficient but charming manner. Your choice, the one I wish to see, will ultimately be who remains in control. But I won't spoil that. Talk to the station administrator. Tell them you've heard about the issues in engineering. The gods will let you in. He will offer you money to realign the droids and eliminate their masters. Though masters is truly an inaccurate term. To the droids of their gods. It's an interesting group here, truly. The pirates
So
would hope to... You continue.
So you are not the one that's in charge of giving these droids personalities.
Most certainly not. These droids have been here long before I came to visit. They've been finding their own path since the wars ended. 13 years is a long time. And droids are flexible in their programming when given such ample opportunity to think for themselves. As a T-Series droid acting as the leader of these followers. But it's not truly in charge any more than, well, any of you are in charge of each other.
Exile, would that be xenology?
What are you trying to determine?
For my character to recall what he knows about battle droids.
I think that would be
Probably
warfare.
lore.
That would be warfare is military hardware.
Okay. Because what I know is what I know, but okay. So I can.
Yeah, you can speak with relative knowledge. I mean, you're well enough informed on how droids work, and you were around during the Clone Wars.
Yeah. What do you mean the T-Series isn't in control of them? They normally run their whole operations, if I remember correctly.
It likely started that way at one point, but it's been quite a long time. And I'm pretty sure that old T-Series is more mad than the rest of them. They act as a cooperative. A republic, as they call it themselves, though it's half mocking. They mean it seriously. Call it more presidents. I'll wait until you meet him. You'll find what my judgment means.
Okay.
Any other questions you might have?
You seem to know a lot about The tools a Jedi carries on themselves. You even
When
knew
you've been
that I
around
had.
as long as I, you'll encounter the Jedi, as I've done in the past, back before the Order fell. Interesting individuals, they leave an impression. It's hard to miss a lightsaber, even a disguised one such as yours.
You are an interesting fellow.
That's in your own files. Were not exactly hard to find, Malistaire, former Padawan of Jedi Master Plo Koon.
You are an interesting person indeed.
My trade is in information. If I did not know things, if I did not have an interest, I'd be nothing. This might be a test more for you than any of the others, then, Malistaire.
Every path is a test. Whether you choose it or not is not up to you, but up to the Force.
Spoken like a true believer. What do you feel? What do you sense down in that reactor?
Something old.
Yes.
There's
Very
neither light nor is it true darkness.
I wouldn't call it friendly. But I'm curious to see how your interactions with it will go. It sat without interaction from a Force user for quite some time. How the Geonosians even got it working, well, that is a question for a day that is not today. And I can't spoil too much, or it wouldn't be a very good test, would it?
Mouse is kind of getting an itchy feeling that this guy is far older than, or far not as wise as maybe even Plo Koon.
Age is not really something you can tell, but certainly knowledgeable. Can't deny that. In any event, I do have other business on the station I must attend to. If you need to find me, well, just give me a call. Until next time. He just begins walking towards you all, moving to leave.
I think we should take this opportunity and should go check out this reactor.
I would
Before
suggest
speak to the admin first.
I would say the same. Whisper says as they turn as you're about to go.
I would also say we make our trade deals before we do
Yes.
this too. Because who knows how
Long
chaotic things may turn after this.
Indeed.
Forward to seeing how that ends up. Best of luck. And they finally turn and leave. Good. What are you guys getting on a sinister rating for that individual?
moderate.
Like a 6.
They're 50-50 for me.
I think they're neutral.
Yeah. They seem 50-50. Like it they don't seem to hate the idea of the rebellion, but they also are disappointed in what they've done.
Or
And they
lack
don't
of
seem to-
force behind it.
Their only issue with the Empire, from what it seems like, is
The rule through fear.
Yeah, like you obey or you die kind of thing. This seems to be their only issue with them, which is intriguing. Also, Exile, I don't expect you to answer what I just... That's just me throwing what I'm thinking.
The answer is no, I did not.
Okay. I
I'll
wasn't
answer that
expecting... I wasn't expecting you to answer, but like, yeah, no, you said that, and I was just like, oh, fuck, please don't
Just
say he put what...
think of how bad that would be, and then multiply that by 7 or 8.
Huh? Okay, that... Oh... Now, oh dear.
And then understand it won't be a droid. And moving on.
Huh? You said got working. Hold the fuck up. Oh, fuck.
I've said what I said.
Well,
I'm gonna start making my way to the gunship.
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Should
Let's
also
get
pick
our-
up a communication device as well, since I've been going out. Not
I
once.
mean, you can...
Yeah. There's a little cell phone key actually right by the docks where you could go pick one up if you wanted to.
Yeah, of course.
Miles would have
You
to
get away
input.
outside the admin office.
Miles would have to make
The
sure.
admin office is kind of on your way if you're going down the same stairs you took up here.
I'll just stop there and wait.
Okay.
Yeah. You and... Cross? Yeah, Cross could go in with you. He's silently following at this point.
Man. Are you going in? You do see there are 2 of those heavily armed individuals. Again, looks like salvaged clone trooper armor.
Plus,
Painted
I
over.
would be sticking near you, too.
Is these 2 individuals standing next to this doorway that seems to lead towards the station administrator's office. They kind of they watch as you enter into the region. Kind of one of them turns and goes, "Can we help you?"
I am high as balls right now, Exile. What did Whisper tell us to say to them?
I can speak to it. We heard you had an issue down in engineering.
They kind of exchange a glance and like look over your group. Exterminators? Said as a question.
Something like that.
You see, he presses the side of his helmet as if queuing up a comm link, though you don't hear a reply. "Come with me," he says after a moment. Turns and you're led into a side room. You're led into kind of a side room. There's 2 other guards in that room, neither wearing the same full combat armor. It's like, "Please leave your weapons on the counter." Kind of gesturing over to where there's a table sitting on the corner.
Harness size. Takes the rifle off, sets it down, takes the blaster off, sets it down. Are they patting us down?
They haven't yet.
That's all I'm gonna set on the table.
Everybody else?
Malice puts his blaster pistol down.
Lara?
She doesn't have a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, she does. But
I
it's
do.
very well hidden.
It's a holdout weapon. I'm gonna keep it on me.
Yeah, it's also in a stealth sheath, so it's not easy to find. As it is, they don't push.
Are the clones gonna follow
The
us?
I presume the clones cooperate, but neither of them appear to be here.
Wagyu.
I am on my way to the gunship.
Oh, you just let. Okay, yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
because I wanna make good on that deal.
But don't forget my buzz droids.
I'll take his buzz droids up to the ship.
No. I needed him to bring buzz droids.
To
Don't leave
non-
without me.
Oh. Yeah.
Don't leave without me.
Yep.
Okay. You're brought. They don't seem to push the issue of contraband or other weapons too hard. They kind of give an odd look at Lyra. They're like, "And you did not bring a weapon?"
I'm a politician, not a fighter.
That kind of sets them back a little bit. Like, weird place for a politician. All right, come on. Mez would like to speak with you. And you're led into. Say something.
She doesn't need to use any weapons. That's what we're for.
Makes sense. Follow me. As you're led down a short hallway, and you see there's kind of a number of people in here. Most of them are not dressed as guards. You do see a couple of people more in civilian clothing, sitting at a couple of terminals and punching away numbers. It's very much like you've walked into just an office building. It seems that there is some sort of actual authority and some sort of actual bureaucracy running the show here. You're led to a large room in the corner, which actually appears to have been a former flight control center, with these large windows facing down onto the hangar below. But sitting in the middle of the room, there's a large desk. Probably imported. It doesn't look like anything you'd actually expect to find on a ship like this. Sorry, my eye is really fucking bothering me right now.
You're fine.
Yes. Sitting behind the counter, you see this. 1 second. You see the kind of wrinkled head, this wrinkled head in this chitinous form, with these two massive compound eyes and a very strange kind of like folded-in mouth with a metal faceplate over it. The whole body is difficult to determine through the kind of heavy-set looking robes and layers of fabric that are wrapped around it as the Gand individual looks towards you all. Oh, he kind of stands. It's like,
Mez is pleased to make your acquaintance. Come, sit.
he's like the jaw clicks like twice as you see, as he kind of just gestures outwards towards a number of chairs sitting in front of the big desk.
I'm going to walk over and sit down, and as I do, I'm also going to tap TC to have him start recording the conversation. Audio and video of the surrounding area.
Yes.
Mez is curious what you have learned about situation on this station.
One of the clones want to speak up? That was not in character, by
Neither
the
of the
way.
clones are there.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Actually,
Where are they?
It's just the Duros, the Jedi, and you. The two clones went back to the ship. I'm putting Hockey with them just for convenience.
Oh, okay.
We learned the multi-factions and a potential bug problem that you have in engineering.
This station has been... Oh god, the voices. I'm trying to balance it where I wanted it here. This station is a difficult community. Hard to maintain. The droids have long kept it together. But recently, there's been conflict. Mez wants to keep peace. Corsairs, Hounds, and Black Sun fight one another. But all respect rules. All pay their tithe. The droids are getting bold. Multiple cases of theft, stealing parts, hyperspace computers. other droids, organic materials, strange things. Need to find out what's they're planning. We talk to the droids, and all they say is Mother wants these things. That their leader wants these things. He kind of shakes his head, letting the light that's kind of reflecting off his compound eyes kind of sparkle across the room a little. Maz does not understand these droids. If they can be friendly, if they can keep working, they can stay. But if they keep pushing, conflict will arise, and we'll lose the station to them. Maz is prepared to offer rewards. Kill the bugs, or get them to leave, or otherwise stop stealing and harassing. The droids listen to the bugs. Start with them. Okay, I'm gonna let you actually talk now, because that's giving me a headache trying to talk like that.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
You
find
just
this
want-
for later.
You just want the droids gone. You don't really
Not the
care
droids.
about-
The droids can be reprogrammed. I want the droid's spirit broken. Rather, Maz. No, they don't use I very often. Maz
No, they
wants
don't.
droid's spirit broken. That's why I'm trying to talk like old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, very few.
Literally copying from the book, yeah.
Yep. You
But
haven't gotten to that part yet.
I know what happens, actually.
Okay.
I heard about it, but anyway.
We will try. We will keep the order if the droids fail. We can reprogram them. We have slicers. But they listen to the bugs, and we don't trust them. You understand what I am saying, but you understand what Mez is saying.
Yes.
Good.
What? The question comes down to why is this starting? Like, have you noticed them taking those parts somewhere, or is it
They
all
take them
disappearing into?
They
into
take
engineering?
they take it into engineering sometimes, mostly though, into the reactors. The droids have security set up there. The bugs rarely leave. They don't let anyone in. But they know there's conflict rising. Mez thinks they could be persuaded to speak. If not, talk to Vrook, spaceport manager below. Vrook has friends among droids. Might learn more from him.
And these droids are just a pain in everyone's ass.
For this Vrook individual, you said he's down where?
Below us now. You'll find him at the far end of the main docking bay.
At the chop shop, look for the hanging starfighter parts.
Noted.
Again, if you can solve it peacefully, by all means do. But I can't have the droids or the bugs remaining a threat. And I'll say I there because I don't think he cares. And more specifically, I don't care to correct myself again. Because personal pronouns are part of English.
What was his name again that you said? Mez?
This one is Mez Queen. Or Queen. You were told to talk to Vrook. And you don't know what or who Vrook is. V-R-U-U-K.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, if there's anything else you need, speak now. Good. On your way, then. Mez has things to manage.
You're quickly ushered out of the room and back towards the catwalks.
I assume they pick up their weapons on the table.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're all prompted to take your weapons and things from the table.
All right.
All right.
Let's go make our quick trade deals and then talk to this Baruch individual. Might be useful to see if he can get us in to the back areas with the droids without having to tick them off too much.
Mm-hmm.
I might bring the dog with me on the return route.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I should also pick up a communicator and set it up for here, since I'm betting there's probably quite a few communicators. Maybe even some Jedi ones that people don't know that are actually Jedi. Communicators. But we shall see.
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
How are we doing on time, everyone?
I'm good.
I have more than enough time.
I'm here. I just
I can
underestimated.
tell you're a little out of it.
One of my things of edibles all melted together, and it's hard to measure.
Milk? No.
Yeah, it's one big clump, so I just took a bite, and
See, that's like a buddy of mine's got some weed chocolate sitting in his fridge, and I would like to indulge, but it's been like melted and then remelted and congealed and then melted again and then recongealed, and I just don't trust the dosage on that anymore, so I'm good.
It's a surprise.
All of it's on one side. 2/3 of the bar, nothing happens. All 100 milligrams are on the other side of the bar.
Yep. You just go to take a bite one night, nothing. The next night, you're seeing God.
After a weekend of using edibles, I can take like 200 to 250, and it's just like normal.
Edibles.
That tells me that when you visit, I'm gonna have to buy some high doses for you.
Yeah. Well, it takes like after 6 months of nothing, 50 milligrams the first day. Then the next morning I'll do like another 50. Then I'll go up to like 100 that night, and then the next day I'll do like 150, 200. Like my tolerance goes up real fast.
These are hockey numbers. Holy shit.
See, I don't generally do edibles all that much, but I probably go through like a zip to 2 zips a month. Non-drug speak. My bad. 1 to
You know
2
what it
ounces.
means. We're not
Oh, okay.
innocent.
I know what an ounce is.
Some people
Exile-
don't know the terminology.
No,
The more-
what I said was I haven't heard someone say that word in a while. It must be a regional thing.
Back in
Yeah.
my day, it was
Here,
dime
more
bags
like
and
we call it an
eights.
onion.
Yeah, no, you never went and got a zip.
No, I just did dime bags or eights back in the 90s.
It's a lot to carry around with you, really.
It really
Exile,
is, but it's
you're-
like
you're scaring me with the description that
I
you
don't
were
know,
saying.
Like there was one time for my
Which
birthday
description?
back in the 90s, I got
Control.
a gallon Ziploc bag full of joints. I don't know what that would fucking be. It was a lot though.
that probably a zip. That's probably an ounce.
What were
We
you
smoked
talking
all
about
that in
then?
like a weekend.
Jokes?
Either that or a QP.
What you were saying the droids were taking. I started thinking about it. I was like, there's only one thing that requires organic parts.
You
Oh,
see,
fuck,
yeah,
please, no.
I'm not with the
Here's the
group, so I
thing.
was abstaining from saying
I have
anything. But that's
I have
not a good
thought, but I
idea.
don't know if it's the thought that you have regarding that.
I'll just, yeah.
I don't know what that is off the top of my mind.
Really? Okay, so that's even more terrifying because that means I don't know what you're using to base this on.
Ah, what the fuck is that?
Something that a droid intelligence that was created by the Sith.
Huh.
You-
Yeah, there's definite
s-
parallels, but that's not what the goal is. It's not what they're doing.
Okay.
I can see why you'd think that, though. No worries, Waya.
Hmm.
All right, so as you all gather back at the gunship, I would like to run the session longer, but honestly, my eye has been fucking bothering me all day, and it's getting worse. I've been holding a warm compress to it for most of the session,
Well, if
so I
it's
might call it here. I understand it's a little shorter. I understand we haven't been as full focus as normal, and I apologize for that. But I'm just
oh
getting to
shit,
the point where it's really hard to ignore.
You're
Yeah.
all good.
Yep.
Yeah. If we really wanted to do just a like anything else, it'd be get the trade deals over with. That way
We can,
Yeah.
we can power through the trade deals without too much issue. So, what are you trying to get for these buzz droids?
I'm trying to see if I can talk him into letting me purchase or use the 2 that are only missing a part each and the shell, the shelled out one, to see how much he'll take off of the 2 functional buzz droids he has. Because that would give us 5, and I'd love to get our hands on 2 additional functional buzz droids. If it only takes off of the price, that's fine too. I'm willing to
Just so you
negotiate
know,
some credits.
buzz droids are expensive.
I know.
For the
They're also black market items.
yeah, in demand.
In high demand.
For those 2 and your full trade in, you'd be looking at about 6,000.
Cool.
That's because their current price is about 10K a piece
Damn.
in functional state.
So we could get 1 plus some
With all your
leftover.
trade in, she'd give you 1.
Oh, that's still 4 functional buzz droids. That's still quite a bit.
And I'm sure Len can find a way to, in future endeavors, with our ill-gotten goods, fix the others that are.
Well,
As an
no, no, no.
alternative,
This
yes.
is yeah.
What he's proposing is giving the two. So you have 6 buzz droids. Of them,
Yep.
3 are in working order. One is basically just the shell. All the critical parts have been removed. One of them is missing its droid brain and a couple other minor parts. The other one is missing its power system.
So for the one that's just the shell, would we be getting anything for that?
It counts for something.
Okay. Yeah. I would we because you said 6,000, they're 10 a piece. That's 10
And you've got 2 mostly complete ones plus
10
spare
in
parts.
used condition?
That's what the price here would be for those.
So we're talking
They
4,000
weren't much.
credits
Put it this way, they weren't
overlap.
much more than 10 when they were new, but that they're back up to there because
Yeah.
they're
Working
also
buzz
fucking
droid
terrifying if they're set up correctly.
a working buzz droid is a working buzz droid. Like new or used, it's a fucking buzz droid.
Just to give you inspiration, did you read the new Thrawn novels? So let me just say this: setting them up to home on a beck and call placed into a rank plaque.
Oh god. Oh god. Ugh. I've already thought of like ways to use them against other shit. Like, oh, that's terrifying.
Yes, especially if you're
Oh,
a person who's between those 2 points.
I know.
Because as a reminder for people who aren't clear on how big a buzz droid is, fully open, the thing's like 3 feet spherical.
Yep.
Like it's not a small thing.
No, you want to think of like a big dog curled up on a dog bed.
Yeah, only taller and angrier and with
Yeah,
metal saw blades and shit.
yeah, very much. They is scary.
Yeah. Uh all right, since we don't have enough on the trade-in for the 2 buzz droids, we'll do the 1 and credits. Sound good?
Works for me.
So yeah, with those 3, they'll give you the 1 and they'll give you 500 credits back.
Do you know any place that sells communicators?
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, I forget what voice I was doing. So yeah, there's a couple of places you can find.
Okay.
You said 500?
Yep.
You get 500, and you'll now have 4 working buzz droids.
All right, I've subtracted the 2 and added 500 to my credits. So
Okay.
So any place that would sell Republic standard issue communicators?
Believe it or not, there's quite a few of those floating around, given the fact that most of this shit came off of old Separatist or Republic ships.
Mind point me towards one, please?
2 stalls down to the left.
Thank you.
What kind of communicator? Do you want an encrypted one? Do you want a long range one? There's 5 different things.
I would say
encrypted for damn sure.
Okay, so secure comlink. It's going to run you 250 new. These are surplus. I'll give it to you for 200.
The 3 mile secure comlink.
Yeah, I'm adding it right now. If you want it.
Yeah.
Okay. So 325. I put you down.
Okay.
All right, and then the other thing, you grab the supplies from on board or to the Serenity's Edge and return in your gunship. Handing it off, who's doing the actual exchange? Whose pocket am I putting money in?
I am doing the actual exchange for the Beridium.
Okay. Clean 10,000 credits to you. You meet a pair of Gamorreans at the docks who hand you a credit sheet and start hauling off the Baradium further into the station.
I can't believe
All
you're
right.
using Memorians.
I am going to follow in the
Rum.
direction and look for go to the communicators shed that I see them in, and I wanna possibly get uh helmet cams.
Helmet cams. Let me see if I've got that. There might be a thing for that. I don't have a thing set up for that, so we'll save that for next session. I'll figure out how they'd work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything else that would like to be
I
purchased?
think
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Again.
do you have any attachments for a DC 15?
I think you're at
Oh, that
capacity
was
for
the wrong
attachments.
store. Yeah.
Yep.
I am at
I-
capacity, but there's always the possibility of removing one and adding another for,
He wants to fucking modify it, but oh my lord.
Depends on what exactly you're trying to attach to it.
I was looking at a splitter this time, see if I could
You want to
snake
find
out
a
a.
splitter?
Yep.
All right. You are able to find a store selling one. It's a bit overpriced though, as how it is here. I actually did roll like how expensive things are gonna be. So unfortunately, it's going to cost you 1,500 for one here, and you know you could get a better deal back on Ord Mantell.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good for now. I'm good for now.
Okay.
Miles also looks through some of the odds and ends sellers, seeing if he can't find like stuff that looks like they might be like parts and stuff for lightsabers and stuff.
Interestingly enough, you do find a couple of components at one of the smallest vendors. Odds and ends, but you see something particularly odd.
Oh.
A dual phase crystal housing. Not something that anyone who wasn't familiar with the construction of lightsabers would recognize, but it allows someone to temporarily adjust the length of their blade mid-combat. Base effect may change blade length once per encounter as an incidental. Next attack that ignores target's melee defense. Basically, sneaky.
Okay. Malice grabs it and asks how much for this part.
You see kind of an elderly looking human woman there who kind of looks at you, ooh, side eyes, like,
Do you know what it is?
I don't want to lie, but I also don't
see
want to
this
get.
kind of knowing glance in the woman's
Just
eye.
say you're an antique collector.
Kind of an antique collector. Just something caught my eye in this piece.
Bring it here.
And she says, and just extends a bony hand towards you.
Mouse
Kind of
walks
gnarled, her
over.
fingers don't really lie flat.
Mouse walks over and Places it in her hand.
You're sure you don't know what this is?
Well, let's say I didn't. Humor me.
You see this kind of toothy grin and spread across her face.
Oh, it's just a piece of history. Something the old Jedi used to use when they were being trickier than expected. Unless you happen to have a lightsaber, it wouldn't really prove very useful for you. Though, you might be able to modify it to do something fun with a blaster. If you're creative enough.
I see, I see.
Modify with a blaster, you say?
Creativity with a blaster. Hmm.
How much for the part? Good woman.
You stumbled onto the most valuable thing in my stall. At least, to the right buyer. What's your offer?
Ooh.
It's always the question.
Like dirty now.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing the part is
And
not
feel
cheap.
free to roll charm or negotiation to try and make your point stand with how much this should be.
I was gonna say, take a look at how much you have, Tristan. That's what you got to work with at this point.
I
Do
got
not offer
325.
lowball.
325 is what I have.
The answer is that's too little.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spoil that now.
You got a lowball if you want to negotiate.
Trying to find what the hell that part is.
Nope, don't look for it.
Why
It's a
did
bit
my credit
metagamey
not
if
save?
you're gonna try and look up what the price is.
Okay.
Try offer her a number. I can loan you some off of the bus droid. It's
I could also spare a little bit to help in your endeavors.
Granted, I was just looking for simple parts, like not like
you were looking for like housings and just blade emitters.
mm-hmm. I wasn't looking for the fucking extension for the blade.
Fucking well, you were trying to make a Tonto.
Mm-hmm. Charm. That'd be social.
Negotiation would probably be best, but yeah.
If only you had taken the force car.
Offer 300.
I'm just
He says.
V, are you just watching this like giggling like how bad how the negotiation's going considering you're the face?
I'm just really high right now. I've kind of been dissociating.
No worries. We're wrapping
You
up
guys are
anyway.
I can
terrible at
do-
haggling.
I can do 500.
Oh, that's a bit shy.
Bail.
A bit shy of what I'd be hoping for. How does 3,000 sound?
Then I would say I would have to part with it. Maybe another time.
Perhaps. I doubt anyone else will buy it soon. So if you're interested, and you find your pockets a little heavier, feel free to swing by. But
3,000.
Why don't you ask if there's something you can do?
Oh, that just to remind, and I'll also say that's 2/3 of its list price.
Yeah, I know, because it.
You did find it.
Yeah, well, I'm figuring
Well,
that
you're not
it
trying
would.
to buy a Great Dragon Pearl, at least.
No, that would.
Well, what? There is no way she has one for sale.
No, she does not.
That's
Yeah, because
So just out of
Very
curiosity, how
your quest.
would we be able to add weapon systems to the Serenity's Edge?
Yes, at a proper shipyard, you could modify that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I was just curious if there's room to add some more stuff.
I put 2 extra hard points on the dorsal surface because I thought it'd be entertaining, but ultimately you'd be more talking about swapping out existing weapons. The frame is already pretty heavily armed. You could add a little bit more, you could change a few things around, but you're pushing the maximum capacity of that frame.
That, and we also already like we can't bring that ship into any system that is regulated by the Empire.
Oh no, obviously.
Honestly, a good investment for you guys might be a light freighter.
yeah.
Probably.
Something you could travel around anywhere with some armaments, but
Yeah, I was
YT
thinking.
series or something like that. Something with a decent hyperdrive.
you have your shuttles though, so keep that in mind.
Mhm.
You have a very little in between of small short distance craft and the big craft. But maybe that's something to manage once you have a bigger ship or a ground base, somewhere to park when you're not in use.
Yep.
But I think that we will wrap up today's session here, unless anyone has
Yeah,
anything else they want to try and buy. 'Cause I think
I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of this Star Wars campaign for this weekend. I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. This is Trust the Long Shot, signing off.